Provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Hello, very good morning to you and welcome to Jewellery Maker. My name is Fee and it is lovely to be with you here this morning. We've got a very special show for you. Yes, indeed. We have enamel, we have not the bendy plastic, but the friendly plastic with the fabulous Liz Welsh. Good morning, Liz.
Good morning, Fee.
How are you, my darling?
I'm very good, thank you.
She's come in with a whole smorgasbord of beautifulness and there's loads. I actually don't know how we're going to fit in the show.
Well,
we just need a double whammy with you, my darling. Just get you in the morning and keep you until about 6 o'clock. I mean, you might not want that, but I think that's what we need.
I might keel over by that point.
Exactly. If she does keel over, we need to resuscitate it because it's extremely hot in here today, my darling. So we'll try and keep you nice and cool. So this is a fabulous medium for those of you that already work with your enamel and your friendly plastic. Then we can readdress that. We've got loads of brilliant bundles, and Liz has got some fabulous techniques. If you're new to it as well, this is a great introduction. Loads of offers in today's show, so we've got a lot to pack in. I've got some brand new strands, but first I'd like to start with the early bird so we can get the ball rolling. And these are brand new, and our Liz was straight over here like a little magpie thinking how beautiful they were, and we're really going for the precious element right now in this offer because these are, whenever I say Stardust balls, Stardust rondelles, the phone lines light up, and you can see why, because they are beautiful. And I think the last time we had something similar on air, they were your brass element. No criticism there, but if you're looking for the silver, if you're looking for the gold, then this is your early bird. These are 925 sterling silver with your gold plate. And if you, I don't know if you can climb in any closer there, my darling, but the Stardust effect, it's almost, it is like a speckled effect. It creates a glistening effect. It's like Liz and her mica dust, just creating a real beautiful sparkle and rich sheen. And of course this is gold on sterling silver, and you get 30 of these rondelles in your bundle. They're 5x3 millimeters, XEGP 72. They're my early bird, and they really add a sense of occasion and elegance to your pieces. I mean, you only need a couple, and it just lights up your piece of jewellery. As we were saying yesterday with Linda, you know, it's giving your jewellery a professional finish, a luxury feel. You know, when you just really want that piece to stand out, or you're going with the theme of the gold, the richness, or the silver. They've got a party element to them because of the sparkle. So whether you want to use them decoratively or, you know, as a kind of a connection, it's, you know, they're just so beautiful, and you might only use one or two, you know, onto the top of a pretty gem like a Tanzanite on a pair of earrings, just one of those on the top of your pear drop, and a little bit of chain. Gorgeous, sophisticated earrings, and there are 30 of these in the pack. 925, 92.5 sterling silver with your gold plate. So we're really going for the precious metal element here. And I know 30, 15 pairs, because the Campion's always liking his earrings there, or just a few in your asymmetric necklace or your bracelet. You can actually just create the little charms with them. They really have that sense of occasion. It's a massive deal first thing in the morning. The early bird is all about getting your order up and open. And remember, these are brand new, and you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. I guarantee you, when you look at the quality, when you see them in situation with a piece of your jewellery or another gemstone or on that shepherd's hook or that eye pin, you'll be so glad you got these. You'll be thinking, I wish I'd got 2 sets and got 60, because you're going to use them over and over again. But as Linda said yesterday, in the pieces and for the gifts, for people that you only really like, because this is the gold and the silver. You've got to really like them, haven't you, Liz? Did you see her yesterday?
Do you often give gifts to people you don't really like, though?
Well, we were talking about the high-end gems and the more costly substances, perhaps, and you've got to really like them to give them your Tanzanite, haven't you?
Yes.
But you're right, we don't give presents to that we don't like.
No, quite.
We don't bother, do we? We've got all that effort to make it if we don't like them, aren't we? You're absolutely right, but we've got to really like them if we're going to give them the gold, aren't we? So, brand new today, whatever you do, don't miss out. All I can say is the Stardust rondelles. Liz is already on the phone to the call centre. The Stardust rondelles and the spacer beads, I mean, they just fly out. A third of the stock's already been allocated. Well done on the web. Phone buyers, just ring the free phone number. It's not what £1.57 to ring or £2 to ring. It's not £9.99 for a postage packaging. It's £2.95 postage and packaging for the day. And it doesn't matter, how heavy that order is, whether you've got hammers in there from us or whether you've got, cloudy clay, or mind you, that's really light, or big wire bundles. It doesn't matter what you've got in there. It's 1pp for the day. Please don't miss out. When they're gone, they're gone. Here we go for $39.95. 30 gold plated sterling silver. So it's precious metal upon precious. We have had the brass before, but I love brass as a medium, but when I want my gold pieces with my gold plated earring findings, or maybe mixing up those precious metals of the silver, the gold, rose gold, then I want that little bit extra, that sense of luxury in those pretty pieces. And maybe that is something we play on, we sell on as well, if we're selling our jewellery from a marketing point of view as well. A lot of people like to know, actually, is this the gold, is this the silver plate? This is silver with a gold plate, and it's an important distinction as well. It's a highlight, it's a selling point, a selling feature, but for your own jewellery, it's just nice to know. 30 of these for as little as £9.95, but it's one of those offers, it's on, it's gone. XEGP 72, it's a mere snip at the price, but please don't rest on your laurels. We're getting to almost half the stock being allocated. Definitely third was gone before I even brought on the price. So please don't miss out. I'll try and readdress it as we go through the day, but there's no guarantee, okay? XEGP 72, well done to you if you're nice and early. The other thing is, by dialing early, you're not only, opening up your order for the day, but you're also getting in there before any queues start to form, because what it's like with our sister channels as well. Once we all get on that blower, we get those queues like we did yesterday. We had loads of pieces sell out in the live show. And again, I'm not just saying that from a sales point of view, it was the truth. When we had brand new pieces on, they were literally gone in the live show. People that watch the repeat will know that, sadly. All right, Cassie, I'm going to keep these with me if that's all right, sweetie. Thank you, darling. And I'm going to show you some of the new strands today. We'll just keep some of those graphics on there. Now, what looks beautiful with gold is more gold, obviously. And I've got golden chalcedony. I've got golden tiger's eye. Liz wants that strand. If we don't see it, we know where it's gone. Have a little look. These are, I was just talking with Liz and I said, do you have a favourite colour? And she says, no. But what I love to work with, and I don't tend to wear a lot, is orange and yellow. And I said, oh, me too. I says, I love seeing it on people. And you love it because it lifts your pieces.
Yes, it does. It's a fantastic contrast. It adds sunshine to things.
Sunshine.
It's just lovely.
And when you look at it on people, you do get that buzz of happiness. It's an uplifting colour.
Most definitely.
It's a rich colour. Perhaps we don't wear enough, but in our jewellery, that accent there,
yes.
you know, you've got to have a real joie de vivre. You know, it's a bold look, isn't it, orange and yellow?
It is, but even if you've got, say, you've got some lovely rich browns and things, and you just add a tiny bit of orange or yellow, it makes everything pop. It really does. But the overall effect is still the lovely rich brown tones.
Definitely.
But they'd be a little flatter without the lift of orange. Yes.
Definitely. And we need to make sure we don't miss out on these today, because these are your metallic coated golden chalcedonies. And talking of, I mean, this is just heaven. Look at these together, your Amazonite, your natural Amazonite there. And I love their sort of frosted, powdered finish. You see how it just lifts when you mix those colours. That is beautiful. That's a brand new strand again today, the Amazonite. And a favourite of Liz's was my tiger's eye. Oh, sorry. Have a little look. Look at this cheeky little number. And if you think about those chocolate browns, and then with a lift of a gold or an orange or a yellow, as Liz said, you know, oh, just amazing. Nothing flat about that tiger's eye, is there? You like those, don't you?
I do. They're gorgeous.
She's not concentrating on what she's supposed to be doing. She's too busy looking at the tiger's eye.
They're fantastic shapes.
They are.
And the stripes go in all sorts of different directions.
Upwards, downwards, crosswards, waywards.
They're exciting. I like those.
And then you love your Crackle quartz, but have you seen it in this beautiful shape? The triangular Crackle quartzes. I haven't. I've never seen. I can't even remember the last time I saw these triangular shapes. I don't think I've ever seen it in the Crackle quartz. We've had the rounds, I've had the rondelles, my little hearts, but aren't those exciting? Oh, we had them on yesterday, Liz. They were one of our best sellers. Flew out the rounds.
Very, very appropriate for the summer, isn't it?
Very.
Absolutely lovely.
Beautiful.
Or if you want a bit of summer in the middle of winter.
Exactly. We all need sunshine in the winter.
We do.
We do. And my what, darling? Oh, yes, of course. Oh, gosh, where am I? My fabulous, fabulous Tanzanite. We had an amazing offer yesterday on the nuggets. The most affordable. We're stepping it up a notch with the quality of these pear drops. And it brings me to mind of a ladies' Wall of Fame yesterday. We'll be reading those out later. And those earrings, those lovely, lovely earrings, 2 drops on the end of chain for a pair of long dangly earrings. And they were just stunning. So I'm just thinking of that because of the droplet quality, because of the size of those. You will be astounded on the price for that high-end distinctive strand. Now, you liking the bracelet? It's the friendly plastic. And the foils are
No, that's just friendly plastic.
That's just all friendly plastic.
There may be foils on the inside to colour the reverse of it.
That's what we can expect today. I know. But if you're making these beautiful pieces and you want to present them and give them, or you have a store, and Liz has made some great little labels as well with the medium we're working with today that you can attach and personify and put your website on. Here we go. I love these, you see. So if you present your gorgeous satin bag with a piece of jewellery, so I've come up to your store and you're like, I'll have that, please. I'll buy that. I've got 80 bags underneath, so I'm all right. Let me just pop that in there for you. And oh, just as a reminder of who I am, I'm just going to attach one of my little tags, because on there is my website, you see. And this is what you can do. This is how bespoke your piece can be. See there, you see, you have your number, you have your website on. Am I allowed to show that, Liz? It's got a number on there. Are you sure?
Yes,
Nobody knows.
Yes.
They'll know where you are. They'll find you.
It's on my website. It's all right.
It's the professional side. So there you go. And then they don't forget you. Isn't that beautiful? But you need the presentation of your bags, otherwise it's all a bit of a lost cause, isn't it? These are gorgeous. 80 of these. I've got that fabulous ivory cream, which I love. That's well, it's a blonde, isn't it? So we have, is it 20 of the blonde? There's 80 of these altogether, isn't there? Yes. Yeah, 20 of the blonde, 20 of the baby blue, 20 of the satin candy pink, and 10 of, oh, it says 80 on my screen, darling. We got 20 of those green ones, is it? It is 70. So it's all right. It says on the customer screens. We'll just change that, because this is exactly what you're getting. You get 10 of the pistachio green, you see. So that makes 70. We had this yesterday, didn't we? Are adding up. The baby blues. You see there, you've got the boys and the girls. The baby girls, the baby boys. because it's like a violet. It's like between the pink and the purple, isn't it? And the blues. I bet, Liz, when you make something, you don't just pop it in a bit of an Asda bag or a Sainsbury's or a Tesco plastic bag, do you?
It's always nice if you're making something to sell. You should present it well,
isn't it?
Half of it is in the packaging.
It is, or as a gift.
Yes,
because you've got all that wonderful excitement and expectancy of, ooh, it's a little bag. There's going to be something nice in here, isn't there? There's going to be something luxurious. Oh, I can't wait. And these are beautiful for storage. You're storing your precious gems, keeping them separate, like those wonderful pearls that we don't want to get scratched by other gems because they've all got the different hardness. Perfect. Yeah, they'd be perfect for your pearls, the blondes there, and then maybe keep your precious aquamarines and your blues. We need these in our store, or wedding gifts, or little favours, or party bags. If you've got the kids involved, got them working on a lovely design with your cloudy clay, which I'm obsessed with right now. Cassie's obsessed with the smell. I'm just obsessed with it per se because I just think as a medium for the kids it's brilliant. But you don't have to be a child. Liz loves working with it. Now normally for 70 of these, and they're all beautiful, they've all got that drawstring effect with a ribbon, the satin ribbon there. So, as well, you could even put your little sort of what do you call that, potpourri, and put them in your underwear drawer, dare I say it, or his sock drawer if it's smelling a bit whiffy, them socks. All sorts of uses really, isn't there? Not just for little bags and putting things in. And lavender, lovely little lavender bag, in the top drawer. Oh, gorgeous.
You could even stamp patterns onto it if you wanted to as well.
Stamp the patterns on, yes, of course, especially with them.
If you have a stamp that's got your
insignia
little,
or your logo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really personal. I'm liking that. Saving more time for myself. WBGC41. We've bundled 70 of these together for you to have a fabulous offer. So please don't miss out. There's loads. 70. There you go. That might be your store for the year, or at least half the year. They're going to go such a long way. And they are the beautiful material. Have you seen how much party bags are? Even the plastic ones, all those party favours, the certain websites that will make your party bag. They're crazy. Crazy prices. Forget that. Make your own. Just make your own little insignia and have 70 of these. Don't know. I have to make them 9. Where were these when I needed them for Jeds? Where were these? Actually, I didn't bother with the party bags at the end because I just thought they always end up in the bin, don't they? The plastic bags with the plastic bobbins. So what I did is we wrapped some things instead, some stickers and colouring books. What's that, my darling? How much? I know you've said that about 6 times. I'm sorry, Laura. Do you know how much these would be? It's almost like I couldn't believe. My brain was not computing how much these are. Over £20 to buy these on our own website, which is fabulous for 70. But I prefer £9.95, quite frankly. Under £10. So get double. It's almost, so pay £20, but then get 140. Never mind 70. For £9.95. WBGC41. We'll be showing you how to make these lovely little tags to add to them, or to personalise, or to make the lovely bangles, on today's show with Liz. This is where your product stands out. I know it could be, the Campion's always thinking. He's thinking, all right, these are the gold bags because this is my gold jewellery. So this is the more expensive side of my store. Then I've got my blue because this is my silver. So we're going a little bit down if you're looking for under £20. And then if you're looking for a bit of fun stuff, I'm going with my green because this is under 10 or under a £5, yeah. So you could price coordinate. This is what the Campion reckons, my director. Price coordinate with the colours there, so everybody knows where they're at. Something for under a £5, or something for under a 10, or something for under 20. Do it with your bags. There you go. 70 for £9.95. That is a 50% saving on our own website.
Impressive.
It is impressive.
Yes.
They need them, don't they, Liz?
They do, absolutely.
Because you said yourself, it's the finishing touches that make all the difference.
Oh, definitely. You can have the most glorious piece of jewellery, but if you just plop it out on the desk, people don't recognise it as a glorious piece of jewellery. No. It needs to be displayed and it needs to be packaged beautifully when they take it home, so it's exciting. Exactly. So it's exciting when you open it and you just, I can't wait to see what's inside. Yes. Doesn't it look beautiful? We always notice the presentation, don't we? Well, that's something I do, definitely. There's the way somebody handles your goods. If you're buying something, if they're scrunching it up and stuffing it in a bag, you always think, oh, do be brief. But if they're, wrapping it in a nice bit of tissue paper and getting out that little sticker and then popping it into a little bag or a box, and you think, oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
It's like when you see some, I don't mean here, of course, because it wouldn't happen here, and they're presenting something and they just sort of throw it on the desk and you hear it bounce and jangle and you just think, oh my, that makes it look like a right old rough bit of metal, as if I want that now. $9.95 WBG C41. Brilliant. 70 of those and normally £20. There we go. I love Liz's little tags. Right, we're going to do a new strand. And I know you're dying to see what she's up to. She's getting herself all ready. She's going to do the enamel side of things first. I've got a price slash on the jewellery enamel by a big whopping £20 saving. I know. Sorry, Laura, let the cat out of the bag there. I couldn't keep it under wraps, could I? Blabbermouth. But it's loads has ever been on the jewellery enamel, so we want to get you involved, get you started. We've got the DVDs to do that, and then we'll be moving on to the friendly plastic and talking about that cloudy clay, if I can get her off Cassie. Right, I'm going to do Liz's favourite now. The tiger's eye. She loves exciting shapes. She loves the way, I'm only quoting Liz, the way the chatoyancy of the tiger's eye goes sidewards, upwards, acrosswards, like cloudy bands. Look at that. You can't, I mean, that is beautiful. That's something you'd want to imitate.
Yes. Oh, lots of people do.
Yeah,
it's got in polymer clay and things. They try
to imitate. Yeah,
but nothing beats the real thing.
You come close, but not close enough. No, nothing beats the real thing, as Liz said. Absolutely, and you don't need to, because by the time we give you the amazing deal, it's too irresistible anyway. And it's not just the wonderful shapes; they're almost like trapezoids, and some are irregular, some are, you know, they're fabulous, and they've all got. Yeah, contemporary pendants, asymmetric, and you've got the lovely little tiger's eye rounds, 4mm rounds in between. On a strand, you're getting 310 carats, and out of the slabs, on average, because yours some might be big, some might be smaller. You've got, let me just count up for you, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Funky rings, wire wrap rings, yeah. You know, for the gents jewellery as well, because I know they love the tiger's eye. You might have one piece then, and then the macrame, you know, friendship bracelet round, or we did a great deal on the leather cord yesterday. It might be just stranding around a bit of leather. Liz, why were these your favourite, my darling? Because of all the things we've got today, you went straight for these, didn't you?
Well, I like things that have a similarity about them, but don't look identical. And they give exciting design opportunities. So if you wanted a pair of earrings that looked a bit similar, because you've got the colours and the what did you call it, the stripy bits?
Yeah, the chatoyancy, your tiger's eye, yeah.
But they don't have to be exactly the same shape. You've got a head in between,
yeah,
and they move slightly differently.
Exactly.
They'll catch the light differently.
I always say that. It's not like your ears are right next to each other, is it? Well, you know, let's mix it up a bit. Yes. Let's spice it up a bit. Yeah. We don't have to be all uniformed and symmetric, do we?
Exactly that, because from a distance, the overall look is beautiful, and it has a sort of symmetry, but when you get close to, you've got the exciting dynamism of all the different shapes.
That's it. I don't even need to be here today. Can we just put Liz on full time? I feel like I've got to have a cup of tea and a yum-yum. SWGP, you're wonderful, darling. SWGP 41. We're surely, for this kind of quality, because ultimately the one thing in tiger's eye you want to see is what I call the chatoyancy, is that wonderful golds to browns. It moves in the light, it swirls. It's the prevalent beauty of tiger's eye, and let's face it, you want to see that. You don't want it, oh, it's there, but oh, hold on a minute, I need my magnifying glass. So we should be looking perhaps at least £20 for a strand of this calibre. I mean, look at the fudgical goodness, the chocolates, the browns. It will draw the eye. It's got that, as you know, as Liz and my director said, you know, you look at it, but then you've got to look again. It pulls you in. There's the excitement of the banding, there's the excitement of the shimmering sheen, there's the excitement of seeing, oh, hello, chocolate brown 1 minute, gold, the next, hold on, I thought that was chocolate brown, gold, yeah, there, and with Liz, she'd be creating movements, so you see that. Are you ready, 1995? Get out of town. How's that for a double early bird whopperoonie? $6.95. Oh my word, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Under £7. And what did we count? 3, 6, 9, 12 on average. You might get 10 big ones, you might get 14, you know. 50 pence a piece, is it working out as? Silly, silly money. Do you think that's worth it, Liz?
I think it's extremely worth it. I really, really want one.
We'll try and say, well, I think we'll have to make a phone call because yesterday on the live show, loads of pieces did sell out on the live show. I mean, I was disappointed for those watching on the repeat because I know people have to work and what have you, but, you know, if you can just sneakily put Tinternet on and, you know, just quickly, just whop it in your basket, you can carry on with what you're doing.
Because these flat shapes really show off better than rounds. They show off the lovely colours and the striations
across
in there.
the plane.
Yes,
there.
they do.
Definitely. I mean, that in itself, even just leaving it as is,
gorgeous. But if
you don't even have to do anything.
The lovely little gold.
The gold Stardust spaces in between.
Fantastic.
Because you take out those little tiger's eye rounds, because I'm already thinking about my earrings, and then a couple of those gold spaces in between.
Perfect.
And then a couple of those in between the little balls for my earrings. And then, of course, I've got to make the bracelet. So I'm thinking that leather cord I got yesterday and a nice big one, chunky monkey across the wrist there. Stardust beads, do you remember these? I'll just remind you again in case you just were, you know, having a cup of tea. $9.95 they were. You got 30 of those beauties. Just pop a couple of those in between. And Bob's your uncle. The richness. Look at those bringing out your goals. 30 of those. They're at the bottom of the screen if you want to add those to your order. He does not want to stay, that one, does he? He's making a bid for Liz. There you go. Just pop a couple of those in between where those little 4mm are and use those for your earrings. I mean, just look at the gold. Look how the gold is. Look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That's the beauty. I'm not over-egging it. That's the beauty. That is what you're buying into with Jewellery Maker. That is the gorgininess of tiger's eye, quality tiger's eye that we've sourced for you. The chestnut brown, I mean, you know, I don't want to wish away your life or the summer, but this is what we could be, you know, moving into for the autumn tones. You know, they're always a winner.
Oh, yes.
Always a winner.
But
and great for the gents jewellery.
All year round because they go with lovely linen as well.
Like you said, a splash of orange, those lovely gold chalcedonies earlier. There's your summer for the evening.
Just
evening
gorgeous.
wear.
I might even be tempted to wear orange with those, you know.
There you go. Liz and I need to get more orange and yellow in our wardrobe. I thought I was branching out with my yellow t-shirt, I was telling her. But I love seeing it on people, those brighter colours. So just, you know, you don't have to go mad. You don't have to be tangoed up in a jumpsuit. Just a little bit of orange in there, go on. A little bit of gold, a little bit of yellow in there with your tiger's eye and your gold Stardust spacer beads. It's amazing how uplifting it is to see in these rich colours. Actually, this tiger's eye's got it all. It's got the gold, it's got the yellows there, it's got the chocolate chestnut browns. Now, there's a bit of a queue on the website. It's not on the website. There's no queue on the website, Fiona, on the phone line. But you know what? It's a free phone number. That is a free phone number on the landline. We're not profit making from the phone number there. It's to make it accessible for you. I want you to be successful. So if you're getting the engaged tone, ring me back. But if you're getting the... just hang on in there because our customer service centre can see how many people waiting. They're very efficient, they're very quick to act. So just bear with me, and it's not, you know, just put it on loudspeaker while you go and boil the kettle. Or perhaps while you're doing your macrame anyway. Don't want to miss those. Don't want to miss those. Right, I think it's time to start the subject of the show. 4 hours absolutely flies by, and we've got Liz with us. So, did you know what? Can I apologise? I said, text me in, and then I forgot to ask to read any of them yesterday. Too busy gassing with Linda. But if you do have any questions, and Liz is going to be doing some workshops, the dates aren't finalised later on in the autumn. So, you know, for this medium, if you do want to get in touch with Liz and, you know, text us in today, 60777, if you've got a question for Liz with the jewel enamel or the friendly plastic. Start your message, James Studio, and we know it's... What we'll try to do is we'll actually collate the text, and then we can have a little Q&A session maybe later on in the show. But I'll remind me to say that, will you, Laura and Dolly? I forget, darling. My jewel enamel bundle, is this right? Yeah. Have I got the right one here, darling? All of this? No? Oh, that's for later. That's for later. All this? Oh my heavens. Goodness gracious. Right. 24-hour offer. Massive saving. Right, let's start with the jewel enamel. We've got the 3 colours here. Now this is what you pour into your oven, which I'll show you in a second. And we've got the lilac, the ruby red, the amethyst, and the deep gold. Now this bundle is at least £70. Everything I'm about to show you adds up on our website, adds up on our Jewellery Maker shop to £70. Then we have got for you, these are my mica powder paints. Now we can use these not just on the jewellery now, we can use this on all sorts, can't we?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You've brushed it, you've painted it. Liz will tell you in a minute, I'm not the expert, but you know, you add a little bit of water like a watercolour and you get a lovely sheen on your pieces, your friendly plastic, your cloudy clay, all sorts.
On paper.
On paper.
Paper and card, you can make it into watercolour paint. A shimmery watercolour paint, and it's beautiful.
Exactly. Oh, ow! Sorry, everybody. Sorry. It was this.
Oh yes, that's mine.
One of Liz's, just to show you what she's talking about. You see, that's one of her
but
little
that's
booklets.
actually not with the mica powders so much on there.
You've got one over there with the hearts, haven't you?
Yes.
The mica
Do you want
powder.
To see something
yes, let's see it. But this is just on the paper and the card. There you go.
That's just friendly plastic.
There we go. That's the friendly plastic. And then look at that one. You see, with your mica powder. See the lovely sheen? You can brush it on dry, or you can actually create like a water, like an oil paint.
Yes, you can make a watercolour paint.
There's a watercolour paint with the mica powder. So these are the top three I'm showing you. Copper, yellow gold, and silver. So you can actually create almost like a watercolour paste on dry or on. Anyway, Liz will be telling you more about that because she's the expert. I'm new to. I'll be honest. I'm new to all of this. Now we've got the face that looks like Errol Flynn. Silicone mould. I thought it looked like Errol Flynn, but I think it's the top lip. I thought it was a tash. It's actually there's no tash. It's just the face. And then we've got a sort of. It's like a pyramid. It's a pyramid, isn't it? Four-sided pyramid. And then the heart. But if you look at the heart mould, and these are so resistant and durable, and they don't crack. You've got, can you see the patterning on the heart there? 3 molds, 3 silicone molds, very friendly. And you can use those for, you know, your enamel, your resin, all sorts. They're just fantastic, very durable. Then we were using these with Debbie last week, the Stellar Flash. This creates almost with your resin or your enamel, it creates like an opalescence effect. Don't know if you remember, Laura, was it, who was doing it with me? This effect. Sorry, Ryan, I'll just get that for you there. The Stellar Flash can create this sort of, and Liz will have more effects. You know, the opalescence? We'll see a lot more of that. And then we've got now, this is your gleam, your gilding wax, and this just lifts, it's almost like a pearlescence. What it does is highlight the contours, the 3D effect. It just lifts your reliefs, as it were, the contours on your patterns, on your jewellery or your whatever it is you're making. Believe me, Liz can make anything. And then, now this is normally $69.95, all of this bundle, your oven, the melting pot. To actually you add the enamel, the jewellery enamel into it, it melts, and you mould, and I know you can bake your silver clay pieces in there as well, because it's got a lid. Now, $69.95 is the price for all of these individually, but for 24 hours only, we have an offer. So you can get going with your jewellery enamel. All of this, the moulds, the gilding wax, the actual enamel itself, the mica, ready for the price flash, the Stellar Flash. We were showing you how to use it all, so don't worry. Great gift idea, a massive £20 off, and you know £20 can go such a long way here on Jewellery Maker. One postage and packaging price. So, the $69.95 is the Jewellery Maker price. I dread to think what you could be paying. I think one of my, my directors said he saw the oven second hand for more than that on a well-known auction website. Not our own, obviously, but you know, second hand. So heavens above, I'm sure all this would cost you elsewhere. Leave these little bits there. Let's go and see Liz. Let's go and talk to the woman who knows.
I have to say, I think that's an incredible deal, because the pot on its own generally is around £40.
Just the oven?
Just, yes, the melting pot. I have to
the melting
it
pot,
oven.
sorry.
Yes.
I keep saying oven, don't I? The oven. Yeah. No, the melting pot.
And I think
the melting pot,
Debbie's been doing stuff with polymer clay in it as well.
Yes, she has, yeah.
And and you can use project pans in there, which I think Jewellery Maker have, yes, which is perfect. And other people tell me that they've melted chocolate in it too.
Oh, like a fondue.
Yes.
Just make sure it's very clean when your nails
well,
out
with
there.
The project pans, you can have a special one for chocolate.
Fantastic. So there you go. Liz has seen those, I keep calling it the oven, the melting pot, for over £40. I mean, we're giving you a £20 saving. You've got all those extra added additions, which Liz is actually going to show us today how to use. So over to you, my darling.
Okay, well, as we've got the starter kit on such a fantastic deal, I thought we'd just just go back to the beginning and just show something very simple. And in the melting pot at the moment, I've got some different colours of jewel enamels. I've just scooped them in with my spoon, and I'm going to put some diamond clear in there, which is the clear version. Just has no colour in it whatsoever.
And why are you doing that?
Because it gives you fantastic translucency to your pieces.
I think the hint was in the diamond bit.
Yes,
wasn't it?
absolutely.
Yes.
Just if you have never used a melting pot before, just while that's melting, just so you know, you've got a thermometer,
gauge,
a range at the top here, and you need it to be right at the top end, which says UTEE, ultra thick embossing enamel. That's the point that you bring it up to. And the green light tells you it's on, and this light over in the corner, which is not on at the moment, tells you when it's heating up. But it's already reached temperature.
Red I'm heating, green for go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got handles. The pan itself is a non-stick pan, and it is extremely hot. It does get to over 100 degrees centigrade.
I see you've got your heating mat underneath.
Yeah, non-stick mat.
Yeah, we got those on the website as well, but just to protect your surface.
Yes, I've also got underneath there just a piece of
wood.
Yes, off-cut. You can use a chopping board or
chopping board's a good idea.
Yes,
so we'll have those.
Yes, you know, a glass surface protector, anything like that, just to protect what's going on underneath there. The other thing I do is I also use small project sheets, which you can either cut a strip off this or you can just get separate ones. They are really handy and very handy for any plastic. And I've got the cabochon mould from the starter kit.
Yeah.
And we're going to now just take the silicone spatula that comes with the starter kit, and I'm going to just stir this around just gently. Can you see the colours in there?
Now we've got other bundles coming up while Liz is stirring, and ever so gently so she doesn't get the air bubbles in there. But do stay watching, because anything that Liz shows that I haven't shown, we're bound to be bringing up in a bundle anyway. But the fundamentals, what you need to get started, are in the starter kit. I didn't say actually your oven, I'm obsessed with them, comes with your melter pot comes with that stirrer, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. It comes with that. I'm going to just put my hand over here because I find it easier to do. Oop.
You okay?
Move that there.
Yep.
Just want to make sure that you can see.
Love those colours.
Can you see I've got a little air bubble in the front there? Just to...
Oh, yeah.
If that happens...
Zap it.
Yes, zap it with your heat gun.
We had the heat gun on the other day, actually.
I'm just going to... There you go. And they tend to pop, which
like
is really
a hairdryer.
handy.
We've got those on the website as well.
They collapse as well, which is really nice. I mean, I don't mean fall down. I mean fold up.
Fold up, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to pour that in. Oh, it might be quite green, this one.
Oh, that's lovely.
And get it all in there.
So you fill in the mould.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter if it drips onto the work surface because you've
got
yes, and it peels off there. So you've got a lovely. I don't know what it's going to be like on the other side, but it's gorgeous now. And now I'm just going to put in a head pin because it's often very handy. An eye pin, I mean. You knew the difference. I say one thing and mean another. And I'm just going to rest that in there. I'm just using another mould.
Because it dries really quickly,
It does.
doesn't it? Yeah.
It might take a little longer in here because it is quite warm.
Scorchio in here at the moment, yes.
Even though you've given me the fan, so thank you very much. That's
You're doing all the work, Liz. I'm just standing around the gawping.
Right, so that's just going to cool for a bit. And while that's cooling, what we might do is we'll add a little bit more colour. I put them up here, didn't I? And then we're going to use the new mould.
The new mould.
That's the word I'm looking for.
We're going to bring you more colours later. You saw me lift that bundle earlier, but you do get your 3 colours in there anyway to start with in your starter kit.
Right, I think I want a bit more of that lovely amethyst purpley colour.
Which we do give in the starter kit.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful, isn't it? I think it's the amethyst, the ruby and...
the gold, I think.
The gold, yes. That's it. It's like an antique gold.
And the other thing is they don't turn out the way they look in the pots.
No.
They're completely
more vibrant.
Oh,
yes. Well, just as you're pouring it in there.
See that there. It's hugely different. Okay, and any bits that you've got left on here, you can just put straight back in the pot as well.
Yes, I love that. The fact I can just remelt it.
And again, I just want to give it a little bit of a stir. Just.
Can I ask Liz, while you're stirring, why the eye pin went in? I didn't reference that.
The eye pin?
Yes.
Because it's how else are you going to attach it to whatever you want to do?
There we go.
That's the simple thing. It's the easiest way of doing things. I'm just going to pick up a pair of pliers from just here. What I'm going to do now, I've just got a piece of wire and I want to curl a little end on it because I'm going to make something a bit like this necklace there.
Oh, star mould.
Yes, this little one here, because we're going to use the new star mould.
Lovely.
So I'm just going to kink the end. Nothing technically difficult about that, I've just kinked the end there. And the new star moulds have a little... groove in them.
They've improved on them, so you can fit your eye pin or
exactly. So you can just place it in there. Okay, now one thing I thought that might be nice for you to see is also if I used a bit of the mica powders in the pot as well.
Yes, because
we'll see how
we've got more moulds coming up later, because I know in your starter kit you have the face, the heart and the diamond pyramid, but we've got more bundles coming up.
Yeah, so the mica powders, they're gorgeous and they go a long, long way. You know, one pot lasts you forever. So I'm just going to brush that on.
It's fine, like a eyeshadow, isn't it?
It is.
Just onto the star there.
But it does make fantastic paint, honestly, it really does.
I'm intrigued by that, just a little drop of water, wasn't it, you said?
Yes, just a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, I'm going to put this back in here. Sorry if my fingers look a bit rough. I was gardening all weekend and it does terrible things to your hands. And I'm not very good about using gloves. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a bit more of a stir.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous? The colours are just fantastic. Once again, I've got a little bubble up there. I just want to get rid of it. I want it on the lower setting. There we go. And you can ease it down a bit if it's going a bit slowly. One tip for you is to always put more in your melting pot than you need to make an individual pour. Hopefully you can see that. Oop. Now I've made a little dribble over the edge there. I'm going to just turn this on low and see whether I can move it. Sometimes you can move it when it's just made a dribble. Or it doesn't matter because afterwards you can just break it off.
You can just break it off,
yes,
right.
I'm going to leave it, it's not going. So while that one's cooling, we'll see whether this one is ready. I think it is.
It's like a lollipop. So, I mean, that was just a couple of minutes, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then we can work with it.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to heat polish that one.
We don't get too close with the heat gun because we don't want to melt it again.
No, that's right.
But we had the heat. It is like a little hairdryer. We had it on the other day and there's two settings, high and low, isn't there?
It's quite handy because it does fold up, so it's very good and portable to take with you.
It's very lightweight, isn't it?
It is.
Now that's actually giving it a lovely gloss.
It does. It brings back that lovely lustre. And some people have said, well, what happens when you start seeing little bubbles appear? Well, the way, or if it over melts, you just keep pulling your heat gun back a bit.
Yeah.
And give it a chance to
cool.
Yes. So that you don't melt it too much. And you keep going until it's all beautifully glossy. So every time you do this, it's going to be a different look every time.
Yeah.
So it might have more swirls, and what you can do is also sprinkle little bits of the jewel enamels on top as well to add extra colour. So it's beautiful though. I think that's lovely. I think it's lovely on the other side.
Yes.
So whether it's a pair of earrings or pendant or whatever, you can also texture it while it's a little soft as well. So using the Lisa Pavelka texture mats, they work really well because they're nice and bendy, and you can just texture little bits. So let's just see what this one looks like now.
Now this starter kit we've got on the screen right now is for 24 hours only. So come 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, it will be back to $69.95. Remember what? I'll have a quick rundown while we're just extracting our star. You get the amethyst jewel enamel, the deep gold, which is stunning, and the ruby, and then you get 3 of the mica powder paint pots, the copper, the silver and the yellow, the stellar flash, which gives you that lovely opalescence effect, and you can use that in your resin as well as your jewel enamel. Well, most of this translates across most of the mediums actually. You've got your silicone molds, the heart, the pyramid and the portrait face, the Errol Flynn. It doesn't look like Errol Flynn at all. And then of course you do get the melting pot with your stirring spatula as well.
Do you know, I'm forever going to think of that mould as the Errol Flynn mould.
And it's just the top lip, but to me it looks like a tash.
It doesn't have a tash. It doesn't look very good.
I think I'll have to give it to you because I'm dying to know what the face looks like.
I'll have a rummage in a bit and see if I can find something that's got the...
So £20 saving there to get you started, and we've got loads more moulds and extras to come, and jewel enamel to come that we can add to this. So your star is literally that was minutes.
It was, and I'm just going to heat polish it briefly. And
peacock colours, I love those.
They are gorgeous, and the little bit in the middle. Although we put mica powders in this one, what you can do is just fill it with a bit of glue and then put some micro beads in there, and that's how I did the star necklace thing, whatever you call it.
Here we go. There they are. There. You see here on this is design. I mean, whether you're making the jewellery, whether you're making bookmarks, little mobiles, decorations. So I did little mica beads in there.
You could put anything in you could put glitter or whatever you like. I've just melted it slightly on the back. But that then is the shape that I used to make this.
Your necklace, your
yes,
top,
absolutely.
yeah.
And I just put a couple of beads or bead on the other end and just twisted it.
Beautiful.
And just bound them together.
Beautiful.
Because I've been watching. I've been watching.
This is what's going great about the jewel enamel, the cross-pollination of all the elements.
Yes.
It's just so easy, and we'll be looking at more of those. But I think right now it's time, and don't forget this offer is just for 24 hours only, LZFT65. If you have any questions for Liz, text us in or 60777. But I think it's time to have a little look at some of your designs this week on the Wall of Fame. Now tomorrow is the prize draw day, so good luck everybody. It's well worth sending in. It's just a pure, given a raffle ticket. We don't judge. Drawn out of a hat, could win £100 worth of credit or 50 if you're the runner-up. So if you win the 50, there you go, starter kit. But it'll be gone tomorrow at 9 o'clock. The offer will be over, so you need to get it now. This is some fantastic wire work. 174, this is Samantha Tukey. And she says, hello all. Been suffering the majority of the weekend watching Jewellery Maker with no phone or broadband. Talk about torture. She says, I'm sat in a play shack type place with the kids at the moment, utilising the free Wi-Fi. And here is my wirework owl taken from Fab Nicole Hannah tutorial using Jewellery Maker silver-plated wire and peridot beads. Sore fingers, but worth the effort. Must go, the kids want their lunch. Take care. Mwah! Samantha, that is fabulous, and I love your dedication to the cause there. 174.
That is beautiful. Okay, this is 172, and it's from Karen from Rochford. Loving the show, all the lovely goodies and the fab ideas from the designers. Such an inspiration.
There you go, Liz.
Wish my bank account would allow me to buy lots more. Find attached my second entry to the Wall of Fame. Brought from yourselves, which includes pearls, corner drilled squares, quartz and gold findings. Fingers crossed I'll be lucky this time so I can buy lots more of your great gemstones.
Absolutely. Good luck. And we like to bring you the savings though as well, so take advantage of this offer today, the Jewellery Enamel. It's a big saving. And this is Julie, 2 simple stretchy bracelets, mixed agate and smoky quartz and magnesite. She says, although some jewellery is very striking and intricate, I still love the elegant simplicity of a stretchy. You and me both, Julie. Good luck. That's Julie Young, and you are number 175.
And this is 173, and it's from Jenny Kennedy. Attached to my entry for the wall of all this week, it says, I presume that's just, four. There's a big line down there where there's letters missing.
Yes, it's not printed, it's left the F off.
Sorry about that. The 5-strand bracelet is made from a 3-strand bundle comprising of peach rice pearls, small shell hearts and smoky quartz rounds, antique bronze findings and chain. Another great week of inspiration from the guest designers and too many tempting strands and bundles. Nice to see Lucy back on the screen. Also the new member of the JM team, Drew. Didn't he do well?
Didn't he do well? Absolutely. It was a nickel sandwich that day.
Best wishes from all concerned, Jenny.
Beautiful bracelet. And this is number 176, and it's from Trudy. And it's the Tree of Life with smoky quartz and labradorite. She says, doing wire work is my favourite skill as it makes every piece I make individual and unique. I've also been making rings after seeing the Rachel Norris masterclass and will be sending my attempts to the Wall of Fame. Keep up the fab prices and the fun show. Many thanks. That's Trudy from Peterborough. Well, your Tree of Lives are exquisite. Absolutely fantastic. I need to get you to branch out. No, excuse the pun though, Trudy. Branch out with your wire work. It wasn't deliberate. Into let's get you going with that jewellery enamel. You can incorporate your wire work then as well.
Definitely.
Good luck. You're number 176. Rightio, lots more to bring you. After this moment, we're going to bring you the brand new strand of the Tanzanite. Liz is going to get ready as well with more demonstrations. So don't go anywhere. Fantastic offer coming up right after this.
Are you an avid jewellery maker? If so, why not challenge yourself and master a new discipline? For a limited time only, we're slashing the price on our metal clay kit. This exclusively designed starter kit contains all the essentials you need to get started with your new hobby. All of this for an amazing price of just $47.95. If you need advice or inspiration, we have exclusive monthly shows which feature our metal clay expert Natalia Coleman. Or why not visit our website and watch our in-depth video tutorials? To order your metal clay kit, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Our commitment here at Jewellery Maker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
It's time to launch the Amazonite. I've already been discussing it with Liz. She loves this colour, and we were just talking about mixing it in with your friendly plastic. And I mean, just look at that, the flash or the brightness. This is the friendly plastic, yes, isn't it? And then we were just talking about that lovely jewel enamel, the gloss and the sheen. Of course, as Liz did in her necklace design, you can just see how complementary they would be with the frosted Amazonite, because we just love these peacock colours. Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Mix those mediums up. Now this is a gem of distinction strand, an Amazonite that we source for you is a beautiful natural gem, and it does take its name from the river Amazon, but that's not where it's located or sourced. But they used to believe that the ancient Amazonian women gave it to their men for courage, you know, in a bit like the tiger's eye in Roman times. It's actually tiny impurities of, it doesn't sound very attractive, it's not harmful at all, but it's actually the lead within the Amazonite which gives it its colour. And you know, in the same way that copper or iron can colour your turquoise. Gorgeous, rich, natural gem and vivid aqua blues. I love this frosted sheen, so complementary with pearls. Those rondelles, some of the sources are smaller, some of them are big, some of them are more opaque but semi-translucent as well. It's like they've been iced with sugar. Just deliciously beautiful, top-notch quality. If you like your turquoises, I mean this with your orange as well, you know, we were talking earlier, or with the tiger's eye, I mean that is just, I think that's what I held up earlier, deliciously beautiful. Look at that. Oh my word, because you've got that shimmering sheen as we were talking with the jewellery enamel, but here with the chalcedony. And then the frosted opaqueness, the coolness, the mint cool, the spearmint. It's a real spearmint colour, isn't it, of the Amazonite. Beautiful gem of distinction strand there. So we're really going for the quality. The graduated matte finish rondelles, 120 carats, brand new today, CFRU 81. I mean, you might just put one in the middle of those stars Liz was just creating, or you know, start to thread them on the end and make a bookmark, or you're making a stand with a clip on the end to hold a photo on your workplace. I mean, it could be anything, any kind of medium. These are going to look beautiful with a pair of earrings, of course, your necklace, with your early bird, those gold rondelles. I mean, Liz has got the little books that she's made she's made gems out of it as well, but you know, you could have the gems hanging off on the ribbon, the organza, the satin cord that we had the offers on the last few days. I've got some fabulous organza ribbon coming up on the show, and just look at that colour we've got in there to match the spearmint blue. So we need the gemstones as well to make our beautiful jewellery. And we need the quality, which is what you're getting in the Gems of Distinction with Jewellery Maker there. It's really important to us that we bring you the quality, as well as all the fun stuff and the different jewellery making elements that we like to, and you know, hopefully make you branch out and enjoy your craft making, your jewellery making even further. But it starts here with the gemstones. And the saturation, look how even it is throughout those gems. Look how well matched. Because it sounds like an obvious thing to say, but the Gems of Distinction, they do need to be well matched, because gems have different tonality, different saturation, different vividness. You know, tone can range from 0 to 100. You can have 65% tone in one gem and 20 in another, but that is all beautiful and even. That colour spread is really even. You know, you do get some that just slightly, you know, it's almost imperceptible, but it's the quality of the gems that are matched on that one strand. What are you thinking? I'm thinking I would put pearls and the Crackle quartz with it. Crackle quartz, yes. Because you've got the lovely contrast of the solid colour and shine of a pearl. Yes. And then a lovely translucent quartz with interesting clarity texture. In the crackle, and then you've got the matte. So it's all a game of contrasts, it makes it exciting. Optically and visually, the different properties there, definitely. I think exciting is my word of the day, you know. What's that? Exciting is my word. Exciting. Let's make this as exciting as possible for you as well. That will be our word for today, exactly. By bringing you an exciting price. The quartzes would work really well, just the clarity. You've got that crackle strand there, you could start to take off the white ones as well. And look at the different shapes there, the white crackles there, or, you know, let's be adventurous, let's have a little bit of that gold. So that strand, although it's fabulous fun together, we can actually start to take away those individual pieces and make a more demure piece of jewellery. Let's bring you a fabulous price. Smoky quartz, rose quartz, all of that quality. And you know the Gems of Distinction strands, you know, you could be talking £40–50, but £9.95. We want to bring you that quality, but ultimately in this day and age, these austere times, we want to bring you the affordability. We've just saved £20 on our enamel starter kit. And now we've got the CFR U81 Amazonite, the frosted matte finish. Don't forget to check out your basket and roll over that 1p&p. Think about mixing it with your mediums there. How gorgeous it would be. With everything else we've got on the show today with the enamel. In the moment we'll be doing enamel and friendly plastic with Liz. So let's just make sure we start with the gemstones, and then we've got them there to hand, just so we're going to make it as exciting as possible for you today so that you don't miss out. And indeed, use the tassels. Liz will tell you, use those tassels. Even if it's just your little, you know, innovative tag there that explains who you are and who the jewellery is and how they get in touch with you when they want to commission you, you know, to make some more. All right, darling, we're going on. This Gigantica bundle, Liz, this is going to excite you beyond belief.
That's pretty good. Impressive.
I know, my heavens, we're going to be here forever, you and I. Yeah. Look at this, we never get to the end of this.
There's a huge amount on there.
Isn't there?
Vast amount.
They remind me of the sewing machine spools.
Yes, I was thinking that for overlockers actually. Yeah. Where you need huge quantities.
Yeah, exactly. Is that part of your history? Have you done a bit of that?
Yes.
Ah, you see, she's got the terminology. I thought, this woman's done that before. She's done it on the sewing machines. I'll have to prize you for more information later on. But look at this. These are massive. You've got nylon threading material. You've got multicoloured beading material. And you've got loads of different beading thread. Now, the coloured beading thread I'm just going to start with because they're traditionally what we know from our kits. Look at those for colours. 500 metres. 0.3, and we've got 100 metres of the 0.30. So this is, I'm just looking. That's the this is the 500. Is it, darling? 10 spools. Is this the 500 one? Yeah. 0.3. This is 500. Okay. And look at all those colours. 50 metres each. All those wonderful colours, London blue, rose pink, silver, green, gold, copper, red, mink. I love that colour. Then we've also got the 0.38, 100 metres. This is these, 0.38, just slightly thicker. All of these different colours here. Now, I'll be asking Liz in a moment what, you know, I mean, gosh, you can use these in all sorts of ways, for threading, obviously, but your macrame and your kumihimo, all those colours there, hot pink, green, lime. I mean, how much of these would be individually? I hasten to think. Red. And then we've also got the spools. What do we call them, Liz? The nylon spools.
I would, well, on the top of the, I would have said a cob.
The cobs. We've got the cobs. White, black, orange, red, sunflower gold, purple, I mean peridot green, sapphire blue, hot pink, and that's like a silvery blue. Now we've also got our beading workshop as well, our threading workshop, beading thread workshop, which will explain, is just a quick example of some of the pieces that you can make. But I will ask Liz, how would these mediums work? What would be, you know, what would be the advantage of having these 3 different types?
Well, you need different thicknesses also, and often you need different lengths. Yeah, very much so. But you can combine all the different colours and have the most, again, exciting rainbow mixes of colours in there. And I would put, I'd actually work friendly plastic beads directly onto some of those threads.
Oh, yes.
Most definitely. As dangly bits, or actually directly on them. And you could have multi-strands and just beautiful.
And loads of ideas.
And they've got lots of body, so you can do all the fantastic shapes and things.
And double up, and like you say, create exciting colours together.
Plait them, make them into a rope.
Yeah, the rope, the plaiting, the macrame, all the kumihimo. And we do have, like I said, the threading workshop as well. If you haven't already tried this out, the mediums, like even if you're just thinking, oh, I just want to thread on some gems and have them hanging from a little craft piece that I've made, or an you know, Liz has just her lovely tags that she attaches to, you know, her pieces of art. So you might just want to colour coordinate. It's about that professional finish again. Now, can you imagine how much these would be? The 10 cobs, the 10 lots of the beading threads, 50 metres each, and then the individuals. These have, I can only explain it, the feel of them. It's a bit more 0.38. They've got a bit more stiffness to them. That's the very best way I can explain it. What would you say, Liz? Have a feel. Have a feel. Because you're better at your descriptions than...
Oh, that is nice and stiff. That's perfect.
Yeah, you see, your beading thread is a bit sturdier.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if you did a loop, it would retain the loopage.
Whereas this is floppy. This is lovely and floppy and great for...
So technical terms. floppy and stiff.
Yeah, floppy and stiff. But I was thinking of those. This is something I did ages ago. It's not actually used these particular threads, but it's a corrugated card.
An idea. Fantastic, yes.
Just the basis corrugated card, and it was just a way of displaying a sample, really.
Have a little look. Thank you, Liz. That's perfect. So we could do that with our cobs. Our big cobs. Look at those. So can you see how Liz has just stuck that onto the card? And then this is your...
That's friendly plastic.
There. Yeah. You can just see that's sewn it on. Yeah, isn't that like a lovely tapestry? That's just gorgeous, whether that be a bookmark or... What was that starting its life as, we don't know, or stuck on top of a
when everybody was doing ATCs and things like that, artist trading cards and things, and I made a lot of things that were that shape and size. So, and this is a sample that I make quite regularly.
That is a fantastic idea. So you've really utilised that thread. Beautiful. So use your nylon threaded material in that way as well. Yes. Thank you, darling. That's brilliant. Thank you, sweetheart.
Pleasure.
Another great idea. You can just use it for whatever. Let's do it. You know what to do with your beading thread when we're looking for that coloured beading thread, especially for those translucent gems, those clear gems, and you want to imbue them with a sense of colour and excitement. Remember, that's our word for today. Over 2,500 metres of threading materials. Exciting rainbow of colours. We'll never get to the end of them. Oh, that is a bargain, $21.95.
That's amazing.
One postage and packaging price. And on each of the cobs there's 2,200 metres on each of those cobs.
Cob.
Huh?
Cob is something you eat.
Oh, what are we saying? Cops. Cop. I misheard. Cops. I quite like cob. Cops. They're called cops because she used to be a seamstress. Cops. Loan stock, Liz. Loan stock. When were you working with your cops then?
I've always been into textiles ever since I was tiny, and so I've done all the dressmaking and overlocking. But I also use my machine for art for. Excuse me.
That's all right. It's choking now.
Just having
a choke. We don't want you to choke, Liz.
For free machine embroidery. And you could put some of those in the bobbin as well. And free machine, and you free machine upside down.
I have no idea what this means now.
But it works really well.
You'll have to explain that one to me afterwards. My free machine upside down.
Well, you don't turn the sewing machine upside down, but your piece of work is upside down.
Oh, I see. Okay, we're back with you again. Yeah.
So the thread in the bobbin, it actually is on the surface then.
Oh, okay. So so again, just utilise this across. Yes. Also, if you're a keen seamstress as well as a jewellery maker. That lady does everything. They're getting low in stock, Liz. No surprise there with me cops and me cobs. And me bendy plastic today. Here we go. Box number 3 is amethyst, which I know Liz is going to love. Look at this quality. Look at this beauty. Oh, so pretty. Big amethyst rounds, lavender amethyst rounds. Loads of luster. Gorgeous amethyst nuggets. Look at these. We had the little white nuggets yesterday. I was going on about solidified water. They were like little ice drops. Look at those. They're just delicious. Absolutely delicious. And then we've actually got your little, are these quartz or Moonstone? Forgive me, I've just saw the Schiller then, yeah. Can you see that at home? It was, I thought, what? It's a white gem, it's clear, and then I thought, oh no. I wasn't sure with chalcedony, and then I saw the Schiller of angular-essence. Can you see that there? So pretty. Now that big lavender amethyst, 380 carats, this beautiful gemstone strand here is as little as $14.95 on our website. That one there alone is $14.95. I've then got 85 carats, and I love the way these bunch and bundle. And think about that lovely beading thread we've just given you, and the threading materials there, the nylon thread. That is 85 carats, a 30 centimetre strand, and I love the way they bunch together like fruits of the vine. And then 30 carats on a 30 centimetre gems of distinction strand of your rainbow moonstone. Again, it's not quite translating on camera there, but you're getting the blue sheen, the violet sheen. Just stunning. Stunning. So 495 carats in total. Very pretty, very feminine. And as little as $16.95, NPGC 77. I mean, you're literally talking £1 for that strand, £1 for the rainbow moonstone, and then we're back to $14.95. That's a silly thing to say, but that is how much the offer is. We're bringing to you, because this singular lavender amethyst there, and it's so feminine, so complimentary. $14.95 on our own website. Then you've got your rainbow moonstone. Those gorgeous 4mm rounds, and then you've got those nuggets, another 85 carats. Do you like this, Liz?
I think it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, yes. Isn't it? We shouldn't deny the gorgeousness in our lives.
No, and I would definitely use that, most definitely.
Definitely. Is amethyst a big favourite of yours?
I do wear colours that go with
these
that.
Your colours, yes.
Well, and other things, but they're just beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful. I don't know anybody that doesn't love amethyst.
No.
And again, when it's a very popular seller. For your own craft making, your own jewellery making, but for here as a jewellers, as a gems and rocks, amethyst for new buyers, it's one of the most instantly recognisable. It's one of the most best sellers here in the studios, and you can see why when we're giving you offers like that, where we're bundling 3 strands. Look at that! Oh, you can see the rainbow moonstone there at the bottom of your screen. Hope you caught that, just because it is about letting it move, give you a design, that movement, give it that time to breathe in the light. You know, and you will see those optical properties there. So $16.95, the quality. I mean, it's just sparkling like you wouldn't believe here in the studio, but with your 30-day money-back guarantee, you'll see that firsthand. It's a real sparkler, isn't it?
Yes.
It is gorgeous. Don't deny the gorgeousness in your life. That's what Liz says. Don't deny it. Make sure it's coming your way, especially with that big saving. NPGC 77. Now, we do have some kits today, but of course, with our gorgeous Liz, we're pulling on her strengths for the enamel and the friendly plastic. So I will bring you some kits for those of you who want to get involved with just starting with your jewellery making, or you're just looking to, extend your store. I haven't got the jewellery made up, but I don't think that matters, quite frankly, because you know what you're doing and you're fabulous. In fact, send your pictures in. I'll be with you Friday morning. Let me know. Get this kit today and then send your pictures in. Email. It's Jewellery Maker. Right. Let me just get that for you. What is our email? studio@jewellerymaker.com? I'll find it for you. Now, I always think a kit, studio@jewellerymaker.com. There you go. You can email me your designs. We'll enter them into the Wall of Fame. We've got these fantastic components in a kit. This is called Moon Shadow, and I always point out that as a new person watching, a new jewellery maker or someone who's just vaguely interested, we will help you get started further. You know, Liz has got her tutorials coming up later on in the autumn for your friendly plastic and is it friendly plastic we'll be concentrating on with you?
Mostly, I think.
Later in the autumn. But, you know, there's loads of tutorials that you can come and visit us here in the studio if you prefer that one-on-one tutorialship, or have your tutorial at home, because this is a Get Started DVD, and within it the booklet have Get Started handy tips and ways in which you can stay in touch and learn more and further your career in jewellery making. So we give you that absolutely free, and we get with it the workshop tutorials. If you'd like to see the written, put it in your calendar. But of course, when you ring the call centre on 0800, they can tell you any of the workshops coming up. There's loads. There's the Business Academy if you want to turn it into an industry. Why work for beginners? Intermediate, silver clay, copper clay, polymer clay, chainmail, gem art, resin, jewel enamel. You name it, we've got it. So you've got everything though that you need in the kit. So start with this great gift idea for somebody to branch out, to buy them something a little bit different, and a brand new hobby could be born. So I will start with the gemstones, and we have got these large, they look like sweets, Crackle agate octagons, 360 carats, strawberry jam red, rich dark grass greens, turquoise blues, and if I can just, Cassie, would you happen to know where the torch went, darling? It was there yesterday. Thank you, sweetheart. I just want to show everybody at home the crackle effect, because you will see it personally when you hold this in your hand, but when you get a bit of light behind them, oh wow. You see that on camera? Can you see that crackle effect? Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it? I see it more in that one there. Yeah, because some are opaque, but some you really see the crackle effect within. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 360 carats. Then we've also got your Amazonite rounds. Now you can see the difference between the frosted and the polished. Have a little look. You can see the quality that we gave you in that high-end distinctive strand. So it's almost like Liz has got her little heat gun out again and given it that shiny polish. So that's our polish, and that's our frosted that we had earlier, the matte. And the Amazonite here, more of the green tones in there, very pretty, 160 carats, 8mm rounds. So there's two strands. Then we've got our dusty denim blue shell, 8mm rounds. Now this is the shell, the reconstituted shell from your pearl, your oysters, your clams. They still create that pearlescence on the inside of their little homes, as it were. And we just literally put it into a perfect round and give it a metallic finish. It's almost like it's been painted with the mica dust. And then you've got 65 carats of the coloured Moonstone, and this is the joy of Moonstone. Look within the strand. I think this is my absolute favourite, because you've got the silvers there. You see the angular essence? You've got the milky whites, and then you've got the peach, strawberry, rosehip pinks. So within that one strand, look at the amazing array that you get in that Moonstone, the feldspar family. It's tremendous, isn't it? Do you know what? There's a cat's eye Moonstone there. Have you seen that? I don't know if you knew that Moonstone can have cat's eye in it, but you are lucky enough. Just look at the drawer. I rarely get to see that. That's so exciting. I've got a cat's eye Moonstone in my kit. Look at that. You know, like, because mainly think cat's eye, tiger's eye, cat's eye, Alexandrite, chrysoberyl, but there, you got it, because you can get it in Moonstone as well. Woo! You never know what you're going to get, but you will get 65 carats. Then we've also got your threading materials. We have that exciting offer which proved very popular on over 2,500 metres. You've got your monofilament, your beading thread and your clear elastic. We've also got the orange satin, well, reddish orange, 10 metres of your satin cord. 10 metres, 1mm thick. Plus, you also get your findings, your black and purple organza bags, and these are your findings. These, look at this is 925 sterling silver, and you've got the most adorable 8-inch heart chain there. We had the heart chain on the other day, and it was cut into 7 individual lengths for some designs. I think it was with Hannah on Saturday morning. And then you had the eye pins, you had the head ball pins, toggle clasps, sterling silver earring shepherd hooks, lobster claw clasp and jump ring, and then you've got crimp covers there. Crimps, and then some jump rings. And then in the 5mm and the 8mm, and yeah. So 10 of the head pins, 10 of the eye pins, 10 of the silver crimp beads, 925 silver, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 of the 5mm open jump rings, 3 of the 8mm open jump rings, and 3 of the sterling silver spring lock bolt ring clasp. Oh, and you know, if you were to buy these individual pieces, and this is why we love to bundle it together, and I think it's a great way to get started, because you've got your findings, you've got your threadings, you've got your gemstones. You'd be looking at over £40, and that's £40 by Jewellery Maker standards. Nobody else is. Could be double that elsewhere. But we like to bring you the real gemstones. I got very excited about my cat's eye moonstone there that I had on that strand, because these are all cut beautifully. I've got shell, I've got Amazonite, I've got exciting Crackle quartz. I can play with my satin cord to do all the kind of knitting techniques or knotting techniques, but then I can keep it simple, like Our Lady on the Wall of Fame, by doing a simple stretchy. I can mix it up with, you know, some flower design with my beading thread. I can maybe start to use my Jewel Enamel or my friendly plastic, which we've got coming up later on as well. I mean, over £40 for the Moon Shadow kit. £24.95. It may even just start as simple, and I've seen this, it's so effective. A pair of shepherd hook earrings, sterling silver, thread through your head pin, your ball head pin, just one of those, thread through, and then attach to your shepherd hook. Just a little, and they're beautiful. Pick 2 out that are different, as Liz was saying, or 2 that are vaguely the same, and that's a pair of earrings. How much would you pay for a pair of Amazonite silver? Because these are silver findings. How much would you pay for a pair of Amazonite silver earrings? 1 pair, that's just using 2 gems. Would you think £5 was reasonable? I think that's extremely reasonable for a pair of Amazonite earrings. Yes. Silver.
Yes, I think it needs to be a
silver bracelet. A silver bracelet. That heart chain is 8 inches, so we can make a bracelet, obviously, with that length. And a pair of earrings. I had Hannah cut that length into, she had tassel chain, she had a pair of tassel earrings, she cut it up 7 times. So it goes a long way, even if you just don't want to keep it as the silver bracelet, just with the, and again, just have your head pin going through, have a gem dangling from it, maybe the shell, maybe the Amazonite, a few of them just dotted around. That's a silver charm bracelet. How much would you pay? Would you think £24.95 for that gem silver bracelet was reasonable? You've seen more prices more than that in the shops.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's just using 2 components from the kit. So it's a massive saving at 40, but even better at 25, isn't it? We need to get jewellery making, don't we, Liz?
We do, definitely.
We do, my darling. All right, a fantastic kit. I can't wait to see your designs. Send them in to studio@jewellerymaker.com, and hopefully I might get some of those by Friday. AFGC83. Let's get started today. Let's do it. The Amazonite that I had earlier would be beautiful with that. Let's do some friendly plastic, because our friendly Liz is with us. Am I in the right box? Right, good. We've broken up the starter kit, because we did a starter kit for the enamel, but we already know we have our friendly plastic viewers out there already. So what we're going to do is show you individual bundles, individual components. Liz will explain what you need to get started anyway. They will be coming in on the show, but I'm going to start with the organza ribbon that you can add to your starter kit already. And don't forget, there is a DVD, which I'll be bringing you later in a bundle, called the Friendly Plastic DVD. Now that has 6 starter techniques.
Yes, I think
6 techniques that Liz actually is on this, giving us the tutorials. So that is £4.95, but wait, because I'm bringing you that in a bundle later. So you don't even need to come in for a workshop with Liz in the autumn, but do, because she's brilliant.
Yes, you do need to come in for a workshop.
I'm telling you, shop sort now, aren't I? I'm doing you a disservice. But in the meantime, we can get started.
Yes.
Come in and see you, and do even greater, wonderful things. You need to see her mask. So that's coming up in a bundle later as well. Let me show you the organza ribbons. You'll know these because it's not just in the friendly plastic and in your designs. There's Liz's, her little friendship book here. But you know, I put them in your hair, wrap our presents. We love these with our jewellery making anyway. And there's that lovely mint colour that we had on with the Amazonite. Pistachio green, grass green, royal blue, rich amethyst purple, deep purple, bright pink, orange. All of these 10 metres each. I believe they're cut into 2 lots of 5 metres, golden yellow and then rich rouge red. And that is 100 metres. 100 metres, 10 metres in each 10 metre pack cut into 2 lots of 5 metre lengths. Then we've also got, so I know you love those, and they're £10 anyway, aren't they? £9.95 on our website. So £1 per 10 metres. Then we've got, how would you describe these? The
sticks of friendly plastic.
Friendly plastic foils?
They're sticks. The sticks of friendly plastic.
The terminology is your stick. Friendly plastic stick. But look at that! Oh, we love these. We love these, and wait till you see what our Liz does with these. Bright red, silver gold, copper gold, bronze purple, emerald green, ruby red, rich purple. Oh, there's more there. Black. Now these, there's 10, is there 10? 3, 6, 9, 10. Are $19.95 on our website. Now what you need to do, even if you're not sure what do I do with these, Liz is going to show you in a minute. There's loads you can do with these. Those in themselves are sticks, are foil sticks, are friendly plastic sticks I should say, are $19.95. Then your organza ribbon is $9.95. So forgive me for rounding up, but we're talking £30, aren't we? £29.90 if you're a stickler for the penny. GQGC11, and you see on the back there, you see the friendly plastic there, but oh my word, the foil, the bright metallic finish, bright pink, black, orange, red, emerald green, purple, copper, yellow, gold, silver. So they're $19.95 anyway on our website. £10 for your organza, a saving of £10. So it's like you get your foils and then, sorry, not your foils, you get your friendly plastic sticks and then the ribbons for free. Now we could have done a big starter kit with our friendly plastic, but of course, you know, if we break it down, there's a lot of you out there that already have started your collection, so you're wanting to further it later. This is why you need to listen to Liz in a sec and obviously come on our workshop in autumn. But if you're just starting, get the code written down because we're going to give massive savings. You can then work out the fundamentals that you want to start with, because it's one postage and packaging price for the day, and that is a £10 saving towards the next bundle with the DVD, and you've got to have the cloudy clay because it's magic. And when you see Liz's designs, let's go over and see Liz and find out what it is we do with these. I'm going to take the sticks because I'll be honest with you, these are new to me. I'm new to friendly plastics. I'm a novice. Liz is going to tell me all about it now.
Well, at least something. Not everything. I'll be here forever.
But you're going to mix this now with
jewel enamels.
With the jewel enamel.
Yes, we're going to do something that combines the two.
Marvellous.
What I've got, I mean, the colours are fantastic as you get them. They're just gorgeous. But sometimes you want to add your own colour too, and also sometimes you want colour on the reverse. So I've got a stick here, and I'm going to just put a bit of colour on the reverse by heating it with a heat gun. The plastic softens at 60 to 70 degrees centigrade, so that's not very hot. So you don't need to overheat. You just, for this purpose, we're just going to make it glossy. If you make it too hot, it will become extremely sticky and difficult to work with. I've just got transfer foils, the sort that you can get just about everywhere. You can use nail art foils, but the transfer foils are fantastic because basically that is really what's on the surface of a piece of friendly plastic.
Other side,
yes. So I'm going to take that off, and the colour's there and no longer on your transfer foil. Just remember when you put these on that the colour's got to face you, because the colour is effectively underneath.
Ah, yes.
Some people put it that way and then they wonder why.
Because they think they're leaving it on there and then of course
it's round the wrong way.
Yes.
Okay, so I've just put some colour on the reverse. You can spend more time and get that perfect if you want. But on the front, what I've done with this particular strip, I've just taken my palette knife and I've just scratched through the surface, because foil will not stick where you haven't got the black plastic backgrounds.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to do two things. We're going to use a little bit of mica powders on here, and we're going to use some transfer foils to create patterns. You could draw, you know, beautiful little designs, scratch them in if you want, but
names, anything.
Yes, but to be honest, for this purpose, actually, it's just as good to just go a bit wild and scrape things around a bit, because you're never going to be until you practiced a few times, you're never going to know exactly how it's going to work out.
Right.
Okay, so these are the mica powders that we were using earlier.
We had those in our jewellery enamel
we
kit,
did,
which is at the bottom there, but we do them separately, obviously.
Okay, and I'm just going to brush these
brushing
on.
it on.
Yes, and this will be a subtle effect. Okay, and it's going to pick up.
It's creating a sort of a pearlescence.
It is,
yeah.
And I've got a bit more on there than I really need, but that's going to blow away in a second.
Yes.
I'm going to use the heat gun.
Out comes the heat gun.
Yes, so that's just going to be a little bit of subtle
sort of
colour.
softened it, isn't it?
Yes, and then we're going to use some more transfer foils, and this will pick up wherever there is no colour, no foil. So you're getting little glimmers of it. Can you see that?
Oh, you're just daubing it on?
Yes. And if I put on a reasonable amount of...
Oh, I see, it's actually going into the inlay that you've inscribed.
Exactly.
With your, yeah.
The other thing you can do to get... So I've got... I'm just going to put a bit more of this on, or just make it sticky. But obviously I've put quite a bit of the mica powders on, so it's not a lot sticking yet. So if we take my cutter, excuse me a second, any cutter.
That's okay, we've got a mica powder bundle coming up soon as well.
And I'm just going to make some marks in here. Again, it's random marks, that's why it's great, because you don't have to be precise, you can just mess with this idea and see what you come up with. And I'm going to heat this again, and then we're going to put some bit more colour on there, and it should pick up again wherever we've broken through the foil surface.
Yes.
So we've tried a bit of the blue from the background. This time I'm going to push this on, and sometimes it's really useful to take a bit of kitchen roll, just because it's got a bit of softness, I suppose. You can
just give it a rub.
Yeah, give it a rub, and then you've got lots of colour come up on there.
Yeah.
And then if you rub off any excess, so you've got more of the colour just staying where you want it to do.
If I could just lift that to the camera just so we get a close look, because that is stunning. If I get the light,
can you see?
Yeah.
The other, I mean, I've used shapes that they're complementary to the design of the friendly plastic in the first place. I'm just going to put those down there. Okay, so that will be my background. Okay, and we're going to use the cabochon mould, but what I need to do is also put some diamond clear in the pot here. Okay, because we're going to use that.
Now, is this just using was this piece just using the foils?
Yes, using the foils on them, yes.
And just show a couple of these while we're mixing in our heating pot. So just some ideas. That's a brooch, and almost like could be two brooches.
That's what I call my little Lizzie doll. That.
It's gorgeous with the gemstones there. That beautiful.
Okay,
so these are using your plastic foil sticks, and Liz has got one here that is a.
Oh, that's using the film. We're going to
use that
in
a minute. I'll tease you with a bit of this now because it's made of metallics and
the film is gorgeous. While this is still a little bit soft from the heating, I'm just going to put it into the mould. Okay.
See, these moulds are brilliant. We've got a mould bundle coming up as well, and they're so versatile, aren't they? For all sorts.
This is a bit of an experiment, I have to say, because I was thinking of using a different mould.
Okay.
But I think this one will work really nicely, so we'll see.
Did you have Errol in your...
I forgot to look, sorry.
Okay.
I'll look for Errol. I'll look for Errol in a minute then. Right, let's just get back to then. What I've got in here is the diamond clear. I might even have some Stellar Flash, which might work really well with this. Should we try some Stellar Flash? See what I've got any in my box. I do.
Let's that lovely sort of opal effect that it gives.
Yes.
So this was in your starter kit, which is at the bottom of your screen in the Jewel Enamel starter kit. So Liz is cross-pollinating between your friendly plastic and your...
I love doing that. You see, it makes for exciting
things. That's the word today.
Okay, won't take long to soften. Move all of that to one side. With the diamond clear, only heat it when you need to use it. If you leave it in the pot for any length of time, you'll find that it starts to yellow. And you don't really want that.
Because you want that lovely diamond brightness.
Yes, you do. But if you do like an amber colour, leave it in there for a lovely long time.
Sugar in the pan, isn't it? It'll start to go darker and richer the longer you leave it.
I'm just trying to get that to... I shouldn't really be stirring it while that's going, but I want to make this happen fairly quickly for you. Okay. So,
let's scoot
this down. Do you know, it'd be really good if I was actually left-handed, I think.
That's the beauty of the melting pot, though, isn't it? If you're left or right-handed, it's got the... I know yours, because you're trying to demonstrate for us.
Yes, trying to keep it in the right spot for you.
But it doesn't make any difference at home if you're right or left-handed, does it?
No, it doesn't at all.
Handles are on both sides.
It's just for me for this. Now I'm going to need to leave that to cool for a reasonable length of time, because the heat in the jewel enamels will keep the friendly plastic hot for a long time.
Right.
Because the jewel enamels are much hotter than the friendly plastic, which only needs to be 60 to 70 degrees centigrade.
Right.
So in a second I'll be able to tip this up, but if I tip it too soon...
You're going to have a globular mess.
Yes, I'll have a blobby mess. But what we can do in a little bit, when I've wipe that out, is I can soften the edges with hot water and manipulate all the edges. So you get a lovely, interesting
plastic is amazing.
It is fantastic stuff. I have not found serious limits to using it, except for if you want to put it in the washing machine or iron it. That's not so good, by accident at any rate. But it's incredibly versatile.
So have we got some of the pieces here?
We've got
just show with
loads of different. Well, one of the pieces. This was a little.
I'll just bring this to the front here, so you can talk to me about this just while that's hardening.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Because our friendly plastic sticks, we've given you £10 saving on that with the ribbons.
These are little cabochon half rounds, effectively, of jewel enamels that I then put with friendly plastic on the back. Oh. In fact, while the cabochons were still in the mould, I put a bit of warm friendly plastic directly onto the back.
Oh, and you just did that with your fingers, did you?
Yes, you just put it on. Okay. Obviously, I've coloured it both sides, so the reverse of one of these is, let's just take which side? That way. I'm trying to work out which is right for you. Can you see the gold on the reverse? So you can see. So you just put it on, and then we warm it up with a bit of water and manipulate the edges. So
I've got a couple of moulds here. I'm just going to show while we're talking about cabochons, Liz, because we're going to get this bundle on for everybody while you're just having a look. We've got the massive. You're going to love this mould. Look at the big star. Really good. The big star mould.
I'm dying to give that one a whirl.
Yeah, that's tremendous. Because I was thinking just your Christmas decorations there.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Or striking pendants. Then we've got the actual mould that Liz used. Do you remember she said earlier, Liz said there is that indentation now in the silicone mould for you to actually add your eye pin or your head pin or your piece of wire. So that was the one that Liz actually used earlier. We're going to give you the smaller star and the cabochon mould there that you can make the beads out of, or then just cover the back with the friendly plastic as Liz just did. So great for the silver clay, enamel, the resin, the friendly plastic, you name it. These moulds, once you've got them, any medium.
Yes, any medium at all.
All three.
And the more you play with them, the more ideas you'll come up with for using them. It's just so exciting. And you can put your mica powders in there as well, and the gilding flake too. Ooh. And you can put that on the bottom of your mould and then put your jewel enamels in. Or it is endless, endless.
And your polymer clay, of course, as well, yes. Now we're going to give you all three. So it is the cabochon and the actual star that you saw Liz working with earlier. That created this effect, just so you know. The star did this one.
Yes.
This, I'll just show you close to the camera here. And then we've got that exciting, that was the star that we created. Now we would be looking at over £22 for these moulds individually on our own website. So they were the stars that created that sort of effect. And then Liz put those tiny mica beads in. And then we've also got the exciting large star mould. And again, that at the top, it's almost got it's got it ready built in. Yes. So you actually don't have to put your eye pin in or your wire.
No, you don't.
Because if you can see at the top there, ready for it to be threaded through. Because that is risen in the middle there. So they've already thought that one through.
The other thing you could do, thinking about jewel enamels, when it's very thin it can be brittle, but you could wrap a piece of wire, make yourself a little loop with the wire and put it around that.
Oh yes.
Yes, around there.
Yep.
And have
ready in there.
Yes, and have
that's your loop, and then the jewel enamel in the top.
Yes,
brilliant.
And I think that would be the way to work it with jewel enamels.
Like you said, in case the top is a bit.
Yeah, resin's a different matter because that's really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, I think that would work. I think I'd probably do something similar with if I did that with friendly plastic. I would put a bit of a loop of wire probably.
Yeah, or a big jump ring.
Yes, a big jump ring
in there.
Yes.
A 7mm would go in there.
Yeah, I think if you have wire going down into the middle of your shape, it's going to be more secure.
Yeah, exactly.
I think.
All three, not £22 though today, Liz. No, we're going to take money off. Massive saving, £14.95. That is a £7 saving.
That's incredible.
I know.
That is like getting 3 for 2.
£7. I think the small ones individually, they're £7 on our website anyway.
I think they're £6.
And I know the stars are so popular, Liz, aren't they?
They are.
So popular.
And they're actually quite funky and fun, I think. They can be quite classy, but they can also be a lot of fun.
They can. So. And then the cabochon, I mean, that's your traditional for your full beads, 2 halves, or your little halves that sit on that necklace as you showed us earlier, and the dome. Endless, putting all sorts in there. That's what you're using right now. So we'll go back to Liz while I think it's ready.
It's just about. I mean, I should have really left it in the bowl for a bit longer, but for speed
we're
today,
demonstrating,
yes.
my darling,
so I'm going to move this a bit closer. I've now put hot water in here.
Oh, okay.
Which should be between 60 and 70 degrees centigrade, and it is actually still a little bit cool. You've put your finger in and you can feel...
Oh, yeah.
It's
that's
not...
hot. Oh, that's hot enough, Liz. But you're about to put my finger in there.
Yes, but it's sort of washing up hot at the moment. It's not hot enough.
My little dainty digits wouldn't be washing up in that.
No, my husband wouldn't either. Lukewarm is enough in.
I'd need me marigolds for that one, Liz.
So, well, when it gets to the right temperature, you should only be able to put your finger in for no more than a second.
Yeah.
So
you don't want you scalding yourself.
And if there's lots of bubbles or it's looking like it's beginning to boil, that is way too hot.
Yeah.
The thing is, on the temperature control, don't put it at 60 because that isn't 60 on. It really isn't.
Right.
You need to crank it up. So when it's up to temperature, I tend to turn it down to about between 100 and 120.
Right, okay.
And that's about the right rate. But I think everyone will vary slightly. Yeah, so you need to work it out, and that's why I think the finger is the best thing.
Right.
So then we can just dangle a corner in. You put the whole thing in if you want, but you might find it easier when you're doing this first off to
just to dip the piece you want to work on.
And if it's at the right temperature,
it becoming,
you'll be able to see it start to...
It's amazing.
Can you see it now?
It's magic.
It is magic.
It is.
Magic.
It's alchemy, Liz.
It is. And we'll take that and we'll just give it a little twist. Okay, a little twist. Now if I want it to stay there, I'm just going to bring my cold water closer so that you can see that.
That is fantastic.
Okay, and then I can just plunge that into cold water. I forgot to put my ice cubes in here. I have ice cubes.
And that would get in the instant.
And that would make it...
It's quite warm.
Yes, and it would harden really, really quickly.
Fabulous.
So then do another corner. And
twist, and then into the cold.
Yes, and then we do that. It's just take, because it's not quite there, nearly there. Can you see?
It doesn't take long though, does it?
No,
really,
it doesn't.
You know.
And this is why we've got colour on both sides, so that you can do something.
The twist, and then you've got
You can fold it in. You can do anything you like.
Brilliant, aren't they?
They are. And if you decide you don't like the way that looks, just dangle it in the hot water again and adjust it.
Oh,
yes.
right.
And so you can keep on going round. And there's a piece I've done here that I was experimenting with. It's not perfect at all, but it's the same principle. But this was with a deeper mould. I don't know whether you can see that.
The friendly plastic and the jewel enamel there.
And I thought that might make quite a fun ring.
Oh yes.
Yeah? Just
fabulous, yeah.
But the fun thing is to give your friendly plastic some colour, some extra colours in the first place by scratching and adding colour in. You can use permanent markers. You can use alcohol inks. Are fantastic. They are brilliant at colouring friendly plastic.
Yeah.
Particularly if you use the paler colours that stick, so the silvers and the golds, and pop the alcohol inks, and they're gorgeous. But you can use alcohol inks with just friendly plastic anyway.
Gosh.
And I've got my mask here. Just
yes, let's
show
have
you
a
my
look.
mask.
You know. Fantastic.
This is made with all the alcohol inks.
Wow.
Just loads and loads of them, and in modular pieces, effectively. Just
Yeah.
lots of little pieces put together, and I've then backed it onto a piece of fabric. And I even used alcohol inks on some white coloured wire. So, and the beads are friendly plastic as well. But you can build up a huge strength of colour with alcohol inks.
Wow, that's amazing.
For me, they're an essential part of my stash.
And your friendly plastics to start with was just what colour?
This one, I have to say, this one was pellets, but you can do it on, I've just lost a bead behind there, you could do that on the pale colours as well.
Colour, and
yes.
Just paint the inks on
and if you go get the mother of pearl white friendly plastic, that is a white strip, so that will take your alcohol inks beautifully.
And then you've texturised them as well, because you said you can use those textures on the top.
Stamps and all sorts. Yes,
fantastic.
So it's endless the things you can do, and it's exciting, and the things you can use with friendly plastic are exciting.
Exciting. That's the word for today. Thank you, Liz, my darling. We'll be coming back. What's our next demonstration with you?
What am I doing next? Actually,
I
have to look at my little list.
We'll be going to...
Yeah, we're going to use some film. We're going to use the fusible film with friendly plastic.
Fusible film.
And we're going to use the fusible film with jewel enamels on their own, I think, first of all. So.
Oh, the possibilities are endless. I don't know how we're going to fit it all in. I'll be back to you in a bit then. Thank you, Liz. Right, come this way, because I'm actually going to bring you the cloud. I'm going to nick these couple of these little pieces. The cloud clay, you said... It's used
that's
as
underneath,
yes. That's underneath.
And that's cloud clay on its own.
To create the moulds. Yep. Just going to grab these, and Liz will be showing you some more as well, because she uses this is what Cassie's addicted to. She uses these to create a light, larger volume around which then Liz can put the friendly plastics or the micas, or these.
And that is also just made with
the cloud clay, painted with the
mica powders. And gleams on the top.
Oh my word, and the gleam, yes of course,
yes.
that gleam that we had in our jewel enamel starter kit. They're like little, they almost look like wax pots or lip gloss. So
don't put
this
it
is
on your lips though.
don't put it on your lips though. No, don't. I'm not advocating that. So we've got the cloud clay. What is cloud clay? Well, it's child's clay basically. Think about, it's lighter than plasticine. It's one of the most lightest mediums I've ever seen actually. I mean, it really is amazing. You push it into your molds like we've just shown you. Liz's here, for instance, is a mold that she's made from it. It's so lightweight, and then upon which you can paint your mica or your foils or all sorts of we've just been discussing. So if you want the volume and the larger shapes, and this is just your cloud clay here on this necklace, painted, as Liz said, with your mica powders, and then with your, and literally you create a little oil, so like add a bit of water, like watercolours, and then just your gleam on the top there. So it can be made into anything. It dries in 24 hours. It stretches further than other materials of this ilk. You can pull it apart. It's so strong it even holds really small details. It sticks to itself but not your hands. You can knead it to soften. You can mix in colours, marble or blend. It doesn't shrink. It says here on the thing, it even bounces, my word. Just let it dry overnight. And you don't have to bake it, you don't have to freeze it, and just store it in an airtight container, or as Liz said, wrap it in a bit of cling film. Wrap it really tight.
And put it in a sealed bag, and it keeps for ages.
And then it'll keep that, because it needs that moisture, because it's already starting to harden here in the studio lights. It's incredible stuff. I mean, it's just, I love it. And the Cassie looks, oh, smelling it. And then just, tear it, and then they can, look, they've made like little children's. We do the black, but there's all sorts of colours I know that you can get, but we're using the black as our basis for our shapes. You can imprint it with your laser meshes as well, which I'm about to show you, so you can actually, the kids can actually get involved, but it's so lightweight, and then once it's hardened, that's it, you've got your piece. But you know, you can start with the black, because with the painting of the mica, with the meshes, you can change that black to be any colour you want. So that's why we just do the black. And with the mesh, you just literally push the mesh right into it, and it just gives it loads of texture as well. So we have our foil mesh here, and we will give it, the mesh colour would translate, wouldn't it?
The mesh doesn't, no,
not the colour, just the pattern.
The pattern, yes, is fantastic. You can use that as to get a nice texture in the cloud clay.
Right.
But you can also ooze with it with friendly plastic.
Ooze.
And it's great.
Ooze. Oh, do you mean like an extruder?
Yes, absolutely.
Through, like little wiggly spaghettis?
Yes.
Oh my word, so we've got loads of different rounds, stars, wiggly, there's loads of these imprints. The flowers, I love the flowers. Let me just do a flower for you. That's gorgeous. Well, where's my flowers gone?
It might have been an overlap that's caused the flowers. It was an overlap,
it's a pretty overlap. But that's what you can do with the foils. There we go, that's a pretty overlap. Let me just do it for you, because I'm dying to do it. I'm dying to have a go. This is it, everybody get involved. Look, the flowers are made, just two of them overlapping. We see that? Is it so black? Probably so black you perhaps can't even see it. But they're flowers, trust me, that imprint is flowers. It's amazing. So you get loads of those laser mesh sheets. Did you see it? Thank you for the support. And then introduction. Do you remember the DVD? $4.95. Introduction. So you've got these, you've got your cloud clay and the friendly plastic. We're going to be doing the bundles as we just started with the organza ribbons. We saved £10, remember, on that, and those plastic sticks, the metallic plastic sticks. You need the cloud clay. You do. Are you ready? 4 ounces of the black cloud clay, which is amazing. The DVDs are $4.95 anyway on our own website. It's Liz talking to you, taking you through step by step 6 projects. Liz is just giggling away like a schoolgirl.
I can't believe the price. I really can't.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
That is a phenomenal deal.
It is phenomenal.
Yes.
You know, you need that cloud clay. See, here's another design. Just, you know, to create the volume, isn't it? And it's so light.
Yes.
I can't describe it another than...
It makes your friendly plastic go for a long, long way, but it's lovely just on its own as well.
Yeah.
And if you're into art things, I've done things with lots and lots of different faces. A huge, great clock face. It's on my website with black and white different faces to make a clock, just out of cloud clay with nearly 800 faces on it.
My word. Well, there she is. $4.95. You can come and do the tutorials with Liz, but if you want to see exactly what Liz is talking about, there's her website. There we go. So you get all those foil imprints. I made flowers. There we go. We'll get on to that, Liz. We'll be having a look. We know where you are now.
Yeah, there's a link to from there to my blog.
Anyway,
and there's lots of stuff on there.
That's a bargain, $6.95.
And we'll be talking about
the friendly plastic as we go on throughout the day. BHG C77. Right, I'm going on to box 20. We like that, don't we?
I think that's a steal, actually. It's more than a bargain,
isn't it?
Yes.
It is a steal. Right. I'm getting addicted like Cassie is now. Cassie, I'll have to give you that back, sweetie, so that you can wrap it up, because I know it gets really warm here in the studio. She's just... Right. I had, yesterday, Liz, a little orchid, almost like gladioli. They were just amazing. Oh, the canna lilies. That's it, Linda said. They were gone in the live show.
Yes.
Look at these beautiful, delicate flowers that we could overlap, you know, to create the 4 petals, side to side. Aren't they? I mean, they remind me of birds. Just beautiful rose quartz shapes there. Those little flowers there, delicate flowers. 170 carats, rose quartz carved flowers. How beautiful are those? These strands are always so popular, so please, please, please don't delay. I'm really just reiterating what happened yesterday, simply because they were so popular. The unusual shapes are always a sellout success. And I loved these. These were like little diablos, but carved out of the actual shell-shaped beads, little bamboo-shaped beads, as it were. And then we had the white shell 3mm rounds. And what was so beautiful about those is, as you can see, the centre drilled. You could actually just have one in the middle, or a few, like Liz's mica beads in her cloud clay flowers, or you know, the plastic stick flowers. Just, you know, use it all together. Just stunning. So 3 gorgeous, gorgeous strands. You could even just put one of those shells in the flowers, like I said, in this, like the little stamen, or you know, you could have the bamboo coming out, reaching out like the stamen of the flower, and then your little white shell on the top of that, or give it another pop of colour. Mix in those pretty blue greens of the Amazonite. Mix in the pinks and the whites of that delightful crackle quartz we've got coming up later on in the show, and keep the purples to go with your Tanzanite. It's about making it exciting. Remember, that's the word for today. And if you've got any questions, do text us in, because we'll have a Q&A later with Liz. If there's anything you want to know about this medium, or Liz can help you with her expertise. How much should we be paying for those beautiful flowers in themselves? Hand carved. They're delicious, aren't they, Liz?
They are gorgeous.
They are.
Find out how they were carved and what they were carved from such
what was the starting point,
yes,
and what was the carat weight?
And what did they do with the bit that they've taken off?
I know. Where they were probably able to make some rounds, and some smaller. You can make 3mm, 4mm, 5, can't you? But it does that does beg the question, because you have to start with a large carat weight to begin with before you even start carving, don't you? And you really don't want to go wrong. No. Because you're dealing with expensive material here. It's not like we can put it back in our water pot or our enamel pot and you know, make it redo again, because it's starting with nature's goods here.
You know, I think they look quite nice on a tiara as well.
Yes. Oh, perfect.
There's little flowers shapes going upwards.
Flowers, yes. Hairpins, bridal combs. Not even bridal, just, you know, here we go. Because they have got that ability to stand up.
But you could have wire coming out with all the coils of wire and little...
Coils of wire, yes. Our wire work, $8.95 for all 3. They're going to be on, they're going to be gone. I warn you now, simply because the actual, I mean, that is a great price just for the singular strand. The wee little flowers themselves, I think. That's a great price for the carving of those. But you're getting the white shell bamboos, and you're getting the white shell rounds as well. So 3 strands. I just know, I'm just going to hold up this strand. These are going to be just an absolute bestseller. CGC17, good luck on the repeats as well. Want you to be successful, but please don't miss out. You know what it's like with the unusual shapes, the flower shapes, the star shapes. I think on the live show we are going to sell out, I'm afraid. So I do say sorry on the repeats if you're watching. But always give us, you know, I always say it, because you never know. It's amazing. The reason I say it is I come in the next morning, and myself and Laura, we can be looking, can't we, darling? And we'll go, oh look, there's 3 back in stock. That's weird. They all sold out yesterday. So always give us a clue, or a ring. You know, you never know. Give us a clue. Oh dear. So lots of you there, hold the line. I want you to be successful. You're getting all three. The delightful bamboo, I mean, they're beautiful. I was really struck with those yesterday. The bamboo shaped beads as well out the cream shell. The white plain shell rounds at 3mm. I mean, you can start to use those straight away with our metal friendly plastic sticks and our cloudy clay. Rightio, they're proving very popular. People are buying too. Good luck, everybody. But don't forget to check out on the web. Rolling over that 1pp. I think it's time. We've looked at Liz's designs. We've been inspired by the gemstones. Let's go to the Wall of Fame and look at your designs this week. Oh, you wouldn't want to be an arachnophobic, Liz, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
It's fantastic. But let's go from the beautiful to the butterflies. Look at these. 177, and this is Sue in Leeds. Hi everybody, it's a butterfly ring with 0.6 and 0.25 silver wire, and the gemstones are all from the deluxe gem tubes with a few pearls from my stash. That's Sue in Leeds. Sue, that is fabulous, my darling. And your number 177.
This is 180, and Bernadette has created a fantastic spider. I think
It is fantastic. I'm not afraid of them, so I don't care.
No, me neither, but it's beetles that get me in. Oh, crunchy things. Oh. Thought I'd share this with you. I have... This is another one with a crease down there. I have made it for my daughter to see if it will help her with her fear of spiders. It's been made with white, yes, with white magnesite jasper rounds for the body. Can't remember what the grey marbly looking stone is. You might be able to help identify it. And I also used amethyst and hematite, all from JM. Love the programme. How's Carol's baby?
No news.
No news?
No news, not here yet. Not baby.
Yes, this is an account number here, just in case she gets lucky.
Bernadette, you're
In
efficient.
Glasgow, yes.
Thinking ahead, well, you might do. Good luck, 188. We hope you'll be lucky tomorrow. And now we're staying with the creature theme, because look at this.
wow.
It's inspired. I love it. It's my colours. This is number 178, and it is Barbara Sukorievsky from Ozzle Twistle. Oh, know it well. Fabulous JM. This is my first creature wirework piece, made with macrame necklace and earrings inspired by the lovely Mark. The necklace is imperial jasper, copper wire. The seahorse is ruby zoisite, labradorite, amazonite. Wow, loads. Peacock kishi pearls, lapis lazuli, Larimar turquoise, all from Jewellery Maker. I hope you like them. They're good enough to be shown on the Wall of Fame. Loving the shows, the bargains. Thank you to all the designers. Their work is so inspiring. And I'm at my most creative when watching your programme. And that's Barbara Sukorievsky from Ozzle Twistle in Lancashire. 178. You are inspiring, Barbara. You really are.
I know what she means though about being inspired by what you see.
Yes.
And then you've got all those ideas buzzing in your head. And then
Well,
there's never enough time to...
Yeah, that's what we want today with you, Liz.
Okay. This is 181, and this is from Elizabeth in Northern Ireland. Good morning, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. I've made it from a bead scoop and only used about 1/3 of the tube. I've used the earring findings as connectors, as I've seen it done in previous shows. Good luck to everyone in the Wall of Fame. Regards, Elizabeth in Northern Ireland.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Beautiful. I love all the random shapes you see.
Yes.
I like that very much.
You like
Yes.
the asymmetric, yes.
Not good at symmetry.
And this is number 179. You'll like this then, the asymmetric
yes.
of the nature of the necklace there. Sarah and Zoe says, welcome back, Fee Lucy. Thank you very much, Sarah. She says it's an asymmetric necklace using chain abalone squares and square and shell pearl drops, all made from a huge gem stash. Well, good luck, Sarah, and you are number 179. And I want to say a big hello to Sue Salmon. Thank you for your email. Lovely to hear from you. And we were just discussing about her boy going to university, my little boy going to school. Oh. I know. Babies are growing up. And there's no news of Carol's baby yet. We'll keep you posted. All right, we're bursting with ideas. Poor Liz, she can't get them out quick enough because you've just got so much to tell us about and so much to do. Do you find that? Do you find your brain is going faster than you can physically
definitely.
cope?
There's always many more things I want to tell you about what I'm doing than I can possibly do, even in a week long. I'd not run out.
We need to come on the workshop. That's what we need to do when we release the dates in the autumn. Okay, right up after this, I'm going to bring you a very popular bestseller, like those carved rose flowers. So please be quick, have your glasses, your card ready, be ready on the web. It's the Crackle quartz after this.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you make jewellery as a hobby? Would you like to learn key skills to help you successfully market and sell your handmade jewellery? We are working with Angela Edwards, who is an experienced jewellery maker as well as a small business trainer, to bring you the perfect course to help develop basic business skills. The full course includes how to create a business plan to successfully sell your products, how to access current and potential customers, how to identify and profile your target market, how to generate leads to secure current and future sales, how to use online social networking to your advantage, and key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For information about dates and to reserve your place, please contact 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Come and learn alongside our expert Liz Welsh about how to use your Jewel Enamel starter kit. This DVD will introduce you to the fundamentals of using Jewel Enamel, including melting, using Carantha molds, heat polishing, bezel setting, and adding gleam and a stellar flash to enhance your designs. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
It's our fabulous Crackle quartz. Oh my word, all I can say is this is a very popular gem strand, whether it's the rounds, the hearts. We love its sparkle, we love it for the kids, a fun point of view. We love its intrinsic crackle brilliance that just lights up here on my hand, or whether, you know, you're in the sunshine. It's just it looks like little angels, little fairy sprites are having a bit of a disco and a party themselves. It's just beautiful, and I love the fact that you can separate the colours. Now, you know, you can make it fun. They look great together. We could go for some really Barbie hot pinks and fun girly girl pinks, but then we can keep those bridal pieces very luxurious with pearls and you know, your gorgeous white gems like your ivory sort of coloured shell. Or you can mix your purples in with your high-end Tanzanite, or your aqua blue marines with your aquamarines and the bright blues there. And oh, the transition between them, you know, once you start to separate it or leave it fun together is amazing. And it does add that sense of je ne sais quoi, that sparkle, that fun. As Liz says today, the word is excitement. Excitement, perfect for a little pair of earrings. We had the earring post offer yesterday, 100 pairs for $9.95. So hopefully you've got those. You'll be creating your little bit of danglage. We had that lovely little, what was she called, your wiggly dolly?
Lizzie doll.
Lizzie doll. There could be two little feet there, two little pink feet, or just a little ring with a wrap. You know, you could place this, your gems in your jewellery enamel. I mean, the possibilities with your molds and your friendly plastic, the possibilities are endless, endless. So, or we could just keep it simple. We could just thread on a stretchy. We could, you know, the nice thing about the triangular shape as well, that can create a kind of a five-sided petal flower, or a five-sided star. On the strand, again, this is a Fifi guesstimate because I'm just doing a quick glance and a quick 10, 20, you're talking about 35 on average, 35 individual gemstones there. And I love the triangular shape because we always talk about the unusual shapes. I mean, Liz has created this out of your cloudy,
the cloud clay.
The cloud clay, cloud clay, and you remember the bendy plastic. But you could do that with the little triangular I mean, just integrating a few of those little drops with your cloud clay and your mica powder there, and she's got some shell pearls. I mean, this is what we've got to do. We've got to make it exciting. Just those little gems in between another medium there, just dangling, just dropping. And I would get on the lines right now because the Crackle quartz is immensely popular. Please don't wait. Any shape like this, which is unusual, which is different, because traditionally we do tend to have the rounds the majority of the time, whether they're, you know, faceted or rondelles, but the unusual shapes that can add that excitement, that can take us on a different journey. And the Crackle quartz per se as a gemstone is so popular. It's fun, it's fruity, it's attractive. It's like the bonbons in the Willy Wonka factory, isn't it? They're just, the colours, it just make you smile, doesn't it?
I would want 4 of them because...
Yes,
4 of them because then you can pick out colours.
And you'd have like 4 different strands then.
Yes.
Your purple, your pink, your yellow, your white,
Yeah, mixing them with other things. But you've only got, how many of any
of
one
each,
colour?
So if you've got about 35, there's about 5 of the blue on this strand, 5 of the pink.
Yes.
6 of the gold.
So you need more than one strand, most definitely,
you do.
Don't you?
You're right, Liz, you do. You're a wonderful saleswoman. You need more than one. You do.
Yes.
One's not going to be enough.
No.
Especially at this price. And there won't be enough stock tomorrow. Please don't wait on this. Please dial now. Oh, remember we've sold out in the live show the other day on the rounds. So good luck everybody. JDG P74. Oh! That's why you need 2. So we can make our gold strand, pink strand, violet strand, white strand, blue strand. Because if, as Liz says, if you start to separate them out, you think, oh, if I only had another 5 of those blues. Why didn't I get 2? Why didn't I get 2 when Liz Welch said I should do that? Because Liz Welch knows. And if she says something, you do it. $7.95. It would be foolish not to get 2 of these today, quite frankly. Because you'll see how beautiful it is and just think to yourself, oh, for crying out loud. If I'd only got 2, because I could send the other one back. I've got my 30-day money-back guarantee. But now that I've left it, I've rang up Jewellery Maker. There's not a sausage to be seen. There's not a Crackle quartz in the house. Certainly not in the triangular shape. 50% of the stock's gone because you are buying 2. I don't blame you. And at that price, you know, what have you got to lose? If you're thinking, oh, actually, I'm not going to use the second strand. I'll send it. I don't know anybody that sends me back the Crackle quartz, quite frankly. I don't know anybody. If you're calling right now, I'm pretty sure you will be successful. I mean, I never say 100% because you can have a stampede of 40 callers, but I'm pretty sure right now, if you call right now, you'll be successful. Later on in the show, I can't guarantee that, so call right now. The code is JDGP74. We're asking a mere $7.95 for the Crackle Sparkling Beauty, for the effervescence that is our multicoloured Crackle quartz triangles. 12 by 12 millimetres, lovely equilateral triangles. Now you see Liz wouldn't like the symmetry there, but she can make it asymmetric by putting 5 on there or clumping together 3, mixing it up.
Or mixing it with something that is naturally asymmetrical as well.
Like your, like your slabs or your,
Or changing it up with a matte, a matte
something
stone.
matte,
yes.
you did say that, something matte, and then the soft sheen of a pearl, but then the crackle.
And contrasting size as well.
There we go. See? Doesn't matter. Box 18. Oh, you're going to love this, Liz. Talking of this, mixing it up. We mentioned pearls. Oh. We mentioned matte. Yeah. It's like you knew what was coming.
Exactly.
My word, how do you do it? Look at this. This is what Liz is referring to. So if you like your unusual shapes, triangular, rhomboid, rhombus, I don't know, there's trapezoid, I mean, just all sorts of shapes. Look at that, and the pearls as well. Oh, wow. The pearls are to die for. Look at those. You see, pick out those colours. The whites with your pearls, the pinks with your hot pinks, your Barbie pinks. Keeping it colourful, keeping it fruity, keeping it exciting. And then this bundle doesn't stop there because I've got my diamond cut. How light is it, honey? Yes, look at these. Wow, I'm going to start with my agate triangular, all sorts of asymmetric size. Look at those hanging on the washing line there. Fuchsia crackled agate, irregular slabs. And let me get the torch because I want you to see that crackle because they look quite an opaque, but they're not. And then you get the light behind them. You see the crackle that you can really see in those candy coloured strand, but there. Is that translating on camera? Yeah, you can see that. There we go. You can see the crackle effect there once you get the light behind them. Deliciously beautiful, exciting shapes. Again, you might find 2 kind of similar. but mostly all sorts of lovely different irregularity. Lots of fun to be had with those, just gorgeous. Let's put them up to the neckline so you can just see how dramatic and striking these look on. So you might only just use a few. Bright pink, fun, hot, searing pink. Yeah, pick those out. And the little triangles of those pinks, I know they're not quite triangles, but it does follow a theme, doesn't it? And then let's bring you these genuine pearls, the quality. I mean, whatever the price is on this, I'd pay for the pearls anyway, because these are top notch. They really are. It's almost negligible, the little contours as the pearls grew, because they are almost like a rice, almost like an elongated rice bead shape. But the orient, I'm seeing pinks, greens, golds across the surface. They have such a rich thickness of nacre there within them. Just delightful, pure beauty. And again, you might only just use a couple on a design, on an earrings or a bracelet. I mean, just your tiaras or your mask work. Just fabulous quality, those pearls. They just, again, they just make me smile. I just love the appeal of pearls. Are so complementary against the skin tone. They bring with them a sense of occasion, don't they? They bring with them. They have an internal organic elegance that you can't replicate. And then, again, another exciting shape, our howlite for the insomniacs amongst us. To give British the sweet dream, supposed to if you place it under your pillow, but it's never worked for me. You've got the little dendritic rivers in there of the silvery greys. And that's the excitement as well, because no two are the same. This is what's so lovely about gems themselves. Everyone is organic and different and new and unique. Some of the they look like little minty parcels. Don't eat them. But they've got those little rivers on there, those patterns. So 3 very exciting strands, not necessarily to have to use them together, but great to have in your stash. They're bringing lots to the party there, Liz, aren't they?
They are. I think they go extremely well with some of the other bundles you've brought.
We've had already.
Yes, yes.
Mix and match, increase that stash.
Yep.
This is what it's all about. And we've given massive savings this morning on all sorts of elements in our jewellery making work. Should be looking at least £20 plus for these 3. I'd pay that for the pearls. You've paid that for fake pearls. And there's nothing fake about the quality of those pearls. They're big. They are 8 by 9 millimeters. How much is a pearl bracelet, a pearl pair of earrings, a princess length 18-inch necklace? Put those pearls with those lovely stars we made with the jewellery enamel and Liz with the star moles. Stars and pearls. It's like looking at the sky, isn't it? With angels and midnight sky and pearls and stars. Oh, what we could make together, Liz.
Well, quite.
The beautiful music we make, my darling. $14.95 steel. Look at the size
amazing.
of this beautiful, rich, the fun element of the, real bold injection of colour there. Yeah, funky rings, hair pieces, stylish. We go from the really fun and funky and the asymmetric and the quirky to the demure, the beautiful, the organic, the priceless, the pearl. And then we bring the howlite, a different gem, a gem you don't see very often, cut on the triangular, loads of texture there. Luster, texture, crackle. So exciting, isn't it? I wouldn't necessarily want, well, it's up to you. You might want to use them all together, you might not. I might mix and match those whites or use them, as Liz said, with the other bundles. We've had the rose quartz. I can see some, oh, you're going to love the carved rose quartz flowers earlier. The pearl, the abalone. I mean, it's just phenomenal. The journey we can take you on with our gemstones. 380 the future cracked agate slabs, 180 the white howlite corner drill puffy squares, and the white cultured pearl rice beads. A pearl dream. $14.95. Lovely. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Now, I love my peacock colours because I've got Liz's friendly plastic cuff bracelet on today. And I love these colours. I'm going to ask her how she made that later. And because it reminds me of the colours of your abalone. Did you just see that lovely asymmetric necklace the lady just made on the Wall of Fame? With the abalone and the chain. Very dramatic, wasn't it? The pearl drops. You could keep it all very seafaring. And the turquoises we had in the seahorse piece. And then, this is so pretty. The abalone is an amazing, huge sea snail, and they're incredibly prized in New Zealand as well. They're something of a delicacy as well, if you fancy eating one. Not myself, but there you go. Never say never. It's not something I've tried, to be honest. But I do love the abalone shell. I mean, the iridescence, the greens. I mean, just look at that. It's like a peacock feather, isn't it? And again, fold it over, front and back. It's sandwiched between a hardened resin in the middle, so you get the play of colour on the front. It always amazes me, how on earth do you cut shell without it breaking? Because it's a brittle substance, isn't it? How on earth do you cut into a shape abalone? Because it's curved as well, naturally curved. Just beautiful. The electricity, the light coming off them, the patterns. Everyone tells a story. It's like looking at the tropical fish in the aquarium. There's always one in the doctors, isn't it, to calm you down, or the dentists. They always have aquariums. Beautiful colours. And then, pastel baby cotton candy pink. Just a little hint of delicate pink shell rounds. Lilac, light pink shell pearl rounds, 6mm. Stunning. And then you've seen satin cord and the lavender wax cord as well. So these exciting mediums that we can work with the different thicknesses, the different textures, the different plaiting, the different knitting, you know, the different, as to put it in Liz's words, whether it's stiff or floppy, quite frankly, whether it's going to hold the shape or just thread through, and we're better off plaiting it or knitting it or wrapping it around wire or threading it through. And we had yesterday a great deal on our, not just the pearl, but our little bead knotter, didn't we? Because you should really individually knot those. Although your beading thread is super strong, so I can't imagine you, but I think with pearls you want them to slightly flop, don't you, rather than be stiff. If you were just making a necklace, I mean, because you want the weight of the pearl to hang.
Yes, you do. That's part of the beauty of
that.
That
is part of the beauty, yes, and you want that swingy movement, so you see the pearlescence and the orient. Now, individually again, these two gem strands, these two mediums of your satin cord, which has a lovely shine to it, and your lavender wax cord. We're looking at over £20, are we, darling? Did you say? Did I mishear? I've just... Oh, Amber's out of... We've been looking at a lot more, basically. I can work that out for you in a minute, when Amber decides to come back to me. We're looking at a lot more. We know that today. Liz and I have seen it. Savings of £20, £10, £7 by bundling what we hope inspires you with your threading materials and your gem types. I love Abalone. Do you like Abalone?
I love it. It's one of my very favourites.
Is it?
Yes.
It's in your top
Yes,
5 there.
I like it because it you think it's one colour, but then it proves to be a whole heap of different colours. It reflects what it's with, and it's just, again, it is exciting. It never stays the same.
No, and I think that's a good point.
Yes,
that it reflects what it's with. If you go for the pinks, it brings out the pinks. If you go for the blues, it brings out the blues.
Absolutely. When you put the lilac colours with it, you see the lilacs in it.
You suddenly see the purples and the pinks.
But if you put it with blue, then you wouldn't see the lilacs. You would just
see
be
the blues.
seeing
Stunning.
Ditto green.
So stunning. And it's electrifying, and that abalone alone, I can't even believe we bring it to you individually for this small price, but the abalone alone on our own website, and they're big squares, aren't they? Flat squares, 16mm, is £8.95. £8.95 for that priceless strand. And I love mixing. There's something for me about mixing those seafaring gems, pearls with abalone with shell. I don't know. I think because nature naturally makes them go well together anyway.
Yes,
so to actually do that yourself, it's perfect harmony. It's like one of Liz's creations there, the abalone, isn't it? With your, with your foils and your friendly plastic metallic sticks there. And it's already done for you though. Let's do it. Oh, and the abalone alone is £8.95. And I'm giving you our own prices here, so I'm shooting myself in the foot. And then you get the delicate lilac pink shell rounds. That's the benefit of buying the bundles. That's the benefit of watching when when we're on in the live show and taking advantage. And then the lilac satin cord, which is just deliciously beautiful with its sheen. And then the lavender wax cord, which has a totally different property to it. It's nice to have that dichotomy there as well, that difference. Stunning. £9.95 for that bundle. A bargain. £1 then for your shell and your 2 threading materials there, basically, we're saying.
See, I think that would go really well with the Amazonite and the pearls. as well.
Most definitely. The Amazonite. Yeah.
And you could put the lovely pink pearls with the amethyst as well.
Those carved flowers and the 3 lots of the amethyst. Yes, the lavender big 12mm rounds and
it would look fantastic with the flowers as well. So
yeah, we've had a lot that ties in. And I'll tell you what else would look lovely, because of the purples and the blues. I've got the most gorgeous high-end strand of Tanzanite. You see, purples. Oh, heaven! I'm in heaven. Delicious. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Massive savings. All right. Let's show you that Tanzanite. Let's show you the quality of the Tanzanite. Yes, we had the fabulous nuggets. I'm not denying that we did, and they were fantastic. We did. Sure, we did. But here I'm going for a little, well, for those of you who like your faceted, smooth, polished, finished gems, and I love both, you could actually mix it up and have your nuggets in between, because these are your big droplets. I love that lady's, and I'm going to make those. I hope she doesn't mind me copying her. That lady's drop Tanzanite earrings yesterday, just shepherd hook, a length of chain, so the 2 ends were different sizes, and a drop of Tanzanite on each. I love those. Classic. So simple. Minutes to make. How much would a pair of Tanzanite earrings cost me? Even on our own channel, gems are, you know, not the price of this strand and adding a bit of chain, silver chain. That lovely heart silver chain in that first kit, Liz.
That would be lovely. Wouldn't that be lovely?
We could make a bracelet. All the Tanzanite little drops. Tanzanite bracelets on our sister channel, usually talking at least £100 to £200 to £300, depending whether it's silver or gold. What's that, my darling? Oh, my orange-coated chalcedony. This is coming up. Now this would work perfectly with Liz's Cloud K and mica fusion shell piece to my left here. Something as exciting as this, because we're trying to encourage each other to come on now. Let's have the joie de vivre of some orange and some gold and some yellow in our lives. What are we doing going around in morbid black? Yeah, because this ties in beautifully with my next kit. Now this is Liz's creation, because I just love it. And then I'm going to show you the kit called Sunset. You see? Yeah. Now let me show you Sunset. This is my next new kit. Let's see if you think that they go. Yes, it's a no-brainer, isn't it, Liz? It's a no-brainer. You know the answer, as do I. And again, they're bringing something to the party, because they're a different shape and they've got a different optical, you know, property to them. They're brand new today, but let's do my new kit, the Sunset. It's called the Best Fiesta. There we go. I thought it was called Sunset. I quite like that title, but anyway, the Best Fiesta. Not Brum Brum, but as in Fiesta Party. Right, we have got, I'm loving, these look like sweeties, but again, don't eat them. With a band, the painted band around them, oranges, marmalade, lemonade, strawberry. These are the different tones. These, the autumn colours as well. We were talking, you know, the tiger's eye would go beautifully with this kit as well. This ties in beautifully with the sunset colours of your summer, your burnished golds and oranges, but then moving into the autumnal colours. And as Liz quite rightly said, you know, you need that little injection to make those darker, sometimes browner, flatter colours pop. And you've got it, because this looks like lemonade pop as well. These are my white line orange agates. And they do go to lemonade golds and honey yellows and blondes and rich amber golds there. 340 carats, 12mm rounds. We've got some smoky quartz, 90 carats, and these are 6mm rounds. Perfection in the clarity. The quality is sensational. Absolutely. I mean, that is tremendous. The flawless clarity in those smoky quartzes are second to none. I don't often, you know, bandy the word flawless around, because, you know, you might get yourself into trouble, because, you know, under a microscope and a loop-the-loop, you know, gems have natural inclusions. But seriously, I can't see any in this strand. And you've got a massive 90 carats. So if you really love your bright, ice clean gemstones, you've got it. Top-notch smoky quartz there. Then we've got peach shell rounds. Well, we'll call them peach, but for me, they're more of a, like a very light salmon pink, or a
They're like the palest of pale corals.
Yes, thank you, Liz. They are, aren't they?
Yes.
Because peach makes me think more orangey, and these are more pinky,
aren't they? Go with the clownfish beads you have there.
They do, don't they? Oh, I like that, the clownfish beads. Yeah, that's a much better name. And the size, again, brings something to the party. And I think what ties in all these three strands is my exciting wavy marquees of my shell. Yeah, beautiful, aren't they? And these are my beige shell wave marquises, 20 by 12 millimeters, because in them they've got the pinks, the caramels, the blondes, those peaches, those coral colors, and lovely swirls and layering like you saw in your Abalone. Just, the sheen off them is, So this is why we thought the tiger's eye and that coated chalcedony would be beautiful. Now you get your traditional threading materials, beading thread, elastic and monofilament. And your purple and black organza bag. But we also give you our bright orange satin cord, 10 meters, 1 millimeter thick, and the wax cord as well. This is my copper wax cord, and you get 10 meters of that. Yeah, so 10 meters of the satin, 10 meters of the copper wax. Then we also, because in keeping with the autumnal colours and the sunset colours of a glorious summer, we've got our findings, which are bronze plated copper findings, the antique findings there. 98 pieces. Now basically, this is how good a deal this is. If you bought the findings separately, you're talking $12.95, aren't you? $5.95, sorry, for the bronze plated copper findings, as little as £6. And remember, new jewellery makers, everything you need in here, whichever direction you're going to go in. We've got so much: the cord, the wax cord, the findings, the organza bags, the monofilament, the beading thread, all the findings there, the antique findings there, as little as $5.95, 4 gem strands. And it means you're going to get everything else for, wait for it, Liz, £11, together $16.95. Excuse me, we need to get our cloudy clay going, don't we? $16.95. Ridiculous. That's the best price kit I've seen for 100 years. That's amazing, isn't it? That really is. I can't even remember the last time I had a kit unless it was a price slash, not a brand new premiere. What a perfect way to start your jewellery making. You get the free DVD and the booklet if you want to get started. Massive savings, massive. And what beautiful gemstone strands. And we are thinking of the seasons. And you can mix them, as Liz said, with your coated chalcedony. I mean, we've got such huge savings. Let's put that to that new strand. Or your fabulous Amazonite. Or Liz's favourite of the day, the tiger's eye slabs. Have it. Oh my word. Do not miss out. This is going to be an absolute sellout success. Oh, do you know what would be beautiful? The gold sparkly dust rondelles. They were my early bird, $9.95. Mix the gold with the antique bronze there. $9.95 for 30 of those bad boys. The Stardust rondelles. Gold plated silver. They would look so beautiful with the shell. They would lift the design. A little bit of sparkle with the antique bronze. Is that exciting, or is that exciting, Liz?
It makes me think of holidays, actually.
Holidays,
having a late summer, early autumn holiday, somewhere hot and exciting. Really.
I know. Sometimes we have that late surge in September, don't we? The warmth.
But I'm
Indian summer.
I'm going somewhere exotic, really. Actually, that's where they're taking me. Somewhere exotic, where you've got a coral reef.
Oh yes,
and
exactly. And a tequila in the other hand.
Yes, absolutely, and a gorgeous, handsome chap beside you.
Well, it doesn't go amiss, does it? We don't mind a bit of eye candy, do we, Liz?
No, absolutely not.
It always, makes the day a bit better. Well, I know when Ed and Ollie and Ryan are busy, what can we do? We can just dream, eh, Liz?
We can.
Do you know what I mean? Just dream. $16.95. Well, are you on the Late Show tonight, darling? Ed, Big Dog's on the Late Show tonight. Big Dog. So we can have a bit of eye candy tonight. You have to make do with my mush right now, but the eye candy will be on at 5 o'clock tonight, okay? That's it. Here we go, $16.95, proving very, very popular. You've got the satin cord, the wax cord, the beading thread, the elastic, the monofilament. I think it's going to be an absolute sellout success for the live show. A little bit of a wait on the phone line. Please don't miss out. Hold the line. Hold the line. I've got to move on because I've got so much to show you. And I know you're already asking about the orange-coated chalcedony, but it is coming up. So bear that in mind with that saving, that you can pop it and add it to your order with the one postage and packaging price. I would pay that just for the quality of that smoky quartz, and that's no word of a lie. It is that good. It is that good. Okay. Oh, now, in honour of the lovely Liz, because Liz was showing us the actual film, the foil films that she placed over the friendly plastic. And we've got, I love these, this stuff is gorgeous. This is our Crystallina, and you know, once you open it up, it just sort of expands. It just, would you do me a favour, Liz, in the drawer behind you there'll probably be some open Crystallina, or the one below. It's just like, you can iron it. Debbie actually ironed it together. It creates foil. You can put the fibrous little Angelina into things, into your enamel clay, into, well, all sorts, can't you, Liz? You can just put it everywhere.
Well, I iron Angelina and Crystallina fibres together, and I use it with friendly plastic. You can put it on the back of your jewel enamels. And you can put it between sheets of paper, you know, it's translucent paper if you're into card making. You can stamp into it if you make it thick. If you make it really thin, I ooze through it with friendly plastic.
You love your oozing today, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's a very favourite technique.
It's an amazing medium, isn't it?
It's fantastic stuff.
So you open it out and it goes a long way. You might think, that's a wee packet.
Yeah.
But by gum, you start taking it out, and it's just, and this green, emerald green one has a lovely gold double tonality,
and
metallic tonality.
When you do iron them to make a sheet, they change colour slightly. So you think you've got one colour, and then you get this fantastic duality of colours. Be really good in the bottom of a bezel, you know, and put resin in the top as well.
Ooh.
So they're very, very versatile.
There we go. And then the foils, Crafty Notion foils, which I know we're going to see some more demonstrations on from Liz, but I've got my silver there, my gold, my clear, my blue, my emerald green, and you've got mint sparkle. Okay, can you see that's like a minty blue in the silver? Crystal moonlight. Now these are like, there's like a pink and a gold there. These are like the opal flash that Liz was putting in the ring earlier. And then the green, the peacock, Crystallina fusible film. I should use it by its correct, I called it foil, but it's Crystallina fusible film. And then the blue, the eastern sky, and then, the crystal pearl. They're all in there, aren't they? And these are fabulous as well. And you get, how many sheets would you get in there, Liz?
It's one long piece,
one
I think,
large
yes.
sheet, yeah.
It's about that wide, and I don't know how much, do you have 2 metres in a back or something? It's a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't, 2 metres by 10 centimetres, thank you.
That is an enormous amount. That will keep you going for
huge.
a very long time.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And you'll be so surprised at the way the colours turn out when you start using them. So when you heat them, they change.
And have a look, yeah. Is this what you were using earlier, darling?
I'm going to be using it in a moment.
We're going to give you a price, bundleicious bit of beautifulness now. $12.95 for all of this. We can use this with our friendly plastic, and we'll look at a bit of jewellery with Liz now in a moment and get to know how to utilise them further. And don't forget, you can come on the workshops with us. As you know, we try to fit in as much as possible. We'll try and do another masterclass for you, but it's the Crystallina fusible fibre bundle, and you've got all of those wonderful 2 metres by 10, 5 packets there, and those lovely colours, and then the actual Angelina fibre strands in the emerald green and gold. Oh, I'm loving it. There's just so much. We need a full day together, Liz.
Yes, all sorts of different and interesting things.
You take it away, my darling, and I'll drink tea.
Okay, well that's fine. I've got some of the films here.
Yes, this is. That's just to show you that the film does not turn out the way you expect.
Oh, okay.
So the colours vary hugely when you've heated them, and they just change and pick up all the fantastic colours. And when you use them with jewel enamels, it makes it happen even more. So I can't tell you exactly which colours are on there, but there'll be some of the ones that you've got over there that are on, and that just a bit of fun with friendly plastic in the middle. And
all right, I interrupted you because I was so excited about your designs.
What I'm going to show you is really just a nice, neat way of making a pair of earrings. So I've got some little earrings here. Well, they're long. You have to have a long neck.
I like a dangle. I like a long earring.
For
Happy
sure,
with that.
those of us with short necks, you can't make them that long where they sit on your shoulders. But they're as light as they come, and I've used the fusible film. You definitely need to twist them because they don't pick up the light as much as they do.
No, otherwise you don't see that lovely metallic sheen that we're...
And well, they're just exciting.
It's an effect you've used on a lot of your designs, isn't it?
We've used it. I'll show you later on also how to use it with friendly plastic.
Marvellous.
But we're going to first of all just do it with some jewel enamels. So as I have got a little bit of some almost black jewel enamels in the pot. I'm not quite sure what colour this one is. It's just a
I think
colour.
it's the moonlight, is it?
It
Or it could be the crystal moonlight, or it could be the crystal...
Or it could have just been one from my stash.
Oh, okay then.
I can't remember. Sorry.
You get the crystal moonlight, which to my eye, looking over there, similar. It's like a rainbow.
It has coppers in it, this one, but it's also got pinks. You can chop whatever shape you like out of it. And I'm just being rough. They do not have to be exact. I've got the jewel enamels in the pot there, and I'm just looking for my needle tool.
We've got another... Actually, that bundle you're using, Liz, we've got a big bundle of that to bring you later with the jewel enamels as well.
Oh, fantastic.
So we had the jewel enamel starter kit earlier, but we've got it's like about 10 pots there. So
Okay, you ready to watch this?
I'm ready.
I've just spread my jewel enamels around a little bit.
And you're actually putting it in the pot?
I'm just putting it in the pot, and watch the way the colours change. So this one has
gone gold.
And copper, and now look, it's going purple.
Oh my word.
Okay, and now if I just pull this out, oh, I just want to move that. Sorry.
So you literally place it, and now it's gone purple and...
Pull it out. Woo. Just pull it onto your work surface. I don't know whether you can see the colours on that. You will in a second. Because
yes, we can from above, Liz. Yeah,
their colours are fantastic. So if I do another one, they won't turn out the same. So you may need to practice and do quite a few different shapes. But they will. You'll end up with a whole heap of different fantastic.
It looks
bits.
like the movement in it looks like metallic fabric.
Yes. I'll just move that one again out of the way to one side. And then I'll take this one out. Now, this one I've left in fractionally longer, and you will see, I hope, certainly we can here, that the colours have changed a little. Because if you overheat it, it starts to become a little duller, a little more grey. And if you leave it in for a long time, then it becomes quite muted, is the best way. It's still got a lovely, almost an abalone shell look to it.
Right.
But it's more muted instead of the high gloss shine that you get with this one, which is really, really shiny.
Very shiny.
So I think that one might be a better shape for an earring, but...
a pendant even.
Yes, or pendant. They're really,
butterfly
really light.
wing, yes. I mean, I couldn't believe how quickly that...
Yes.
There's your black enamel on the back.
The back.
And then the foil, Liz, just sort of stretched through, and just look at that.
You can see
effect.
There are some of
dragonfly wing,
slightly different colour ones.
That's a happy accident because there's some lovely clarity at the end of it, like a wing, isn't there?
That's right. Sometimes it depends on the colour of jewel enamels you put in the pot, and also the colour of the film as to how it's going to turn out. So you have to experiment to see what's going to work. So that's a really dead simple thing to do. Now, if I was going to turn this into an earring, I'm going to now just take a little piece of friendly plastic. I'll use bright pink because you can see the difference. And probably about that much. I'm not very good at judging measuring sizes. I just always guesstimate. But there are some people out there, the Miss Neatnicks of this world, who really like to be precise. And I'm going to just trim that up a little.
Well, you could actually trim that into a very symmetric shape if you wanted to.
You could.
And there is your answer,
you could,
isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah. Or you just make an awful lot.
Yes.
Until you get something that is pretty symmetrical. I'm just going to heat this up now. I don't want that to move.
So this is the friendly plastic.
Yes.
And you're heating the back.
I'm heating the yes, I've got the friendly plastic face down on my project sheet. You could do this in hot water if you wanted to, but
oh yes, of course.
Well, my pan, is full of
enamel.
Enamel at the moment. At home, actually, I have my heat gun.
Do you have
I have the pan, and I have a pot for the water as well.
Pot of water.
So yes, there's a number of things, and occasionally I get the soldering iron out as well. So right, we'll just make this soft. Doesn't take long to make it soft. And if you're wondering when it is soft, if you just do the bend test, can you see that that is nice and bendy?
Ah, yes, it's very glossy looking, isn't it?
And it bends all the way. So now I'm just going to put this on like that.
Ooh.
And then I just pick it up.
So this is our friendly plastic sticks that we had earlier.
Yes.
And we're just showing you the foil, the Crystallina fusible fire bundle right now at $12.95 that Liz has just placed over the black enamel.
Okay. Now I could have put a head pin in at that point, but what I can do now is put a head pin in separately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to cool that off. If you get that to the shape that you want, I'm just going to cool that off in cold water just to make it hard. Excuse me, I
nice
think
and quick, yeah.
I think I need a lot of fluid.
That's all right. It's very dry in here with fans because we're lacking in our aircon.
What was I just about to... I know.
Yeah, you would have put an earring in it, an eye pin or a...
Yes.
In it now.
There we go. Right, so with another piece of friendly plastic, if we choose a different contrasting colour, you'll see what we're doing.
The effect, yeah.
Yes.
These sticks are brilliant, aren't they?
They are. And if you notice, I tend to always cut straight lines. It's much easier to do that than try and cut curves. The other thing is to keep all your bits of friendly plastic and stuff, and keep them well away from on the low setting.
Yeah.
Yes, because they will soften again. Between the fan and the heat gun, it's going all over the place. I'm going to hold on to it for a second.
There's a little minx.
It is. It won't take so long to soften. We're nearly there. And we're going to then take the head pin, eye pin. Why do I always call this a head pin? This does a similar job in this.
It is. It's just not got the ball end. It's got the eye.
There we go. And we'll put that on there, and you can pick it up. Don't worry about it if you've overheated it. Yes, because I've just overheated it fractionally.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Turquoise, lovely metallic coming out.
And you can roll it on there if you want to be nice and neat and tidy. Okay. Sometimes I use my palette knife to neaten up if I want it to be completely neat. And then if I had fingernails, I'll pick it up, and then I'm going to cool that again.
Right.
The cold water is a good control. It's a really good thing to have to hand. It's great if you've actually got jewel enamels on your fingers as well.
Oh, dip it in, really it'll just peel off. Yeah.
Yes. So let's just dry that off a second. And then we're going to put the two bits together. And this means you're not going to have anything that's going to come apart at a later date.
Oh, okay.
So heat gun on the low setting. And I'm just be careful that you're only going to heat the end of this. You don't want to actually heat the fusible film again.
Fusible film, yeah.
Just want to make the end of the friendly plastic tacky. So I always tend to point the heat gun up. And it only needs to just be a little tacky. And then you can just touch them together.
Wow. And
that, if I cool that, it will be ready to turn into a head pin. So just put it into cold water, because while it's still soft, it will bend. So let's just cool. And there you go. So you then
so quick,
really quick,
so easy.
It is really easy. That's the fun thing. And you can make that. Can you see that? Is that better, clearer to see?
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
I should have thought about what I was wearing.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm just aware of the metallic sheen is so I just wanted to get the light. Yeah, it's just so beautiful.
So the fusible film you can use in many different ways.
Fantastic. That's why we need to get this bundle, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I will bring you the jewellery enamel bundle in a moment, and you can see these are all just random shapes.
Yes.
And, I mean, I imagine you have used this in your mask work.
And you can apply these pieces to other things as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just take a piece that I like the look of and embed it in more friendly plastic.
Oh.
And it looks just fantastic.
It's just a fabulous medium.
But if you want to make I know it's a bit daft, this little flower, but if you do want to make something like that, you just use a metal shape cutter, put that on top of your film.
Yeah.
You just cut a rough shape of film, put it on top, and then heat around it, and it will shrink up around the shape cutter.
Oh.
And then it give you a sort of semi-rigid edge.
And then you've got that.
Yes. And I mean, those would be really good fun for, if you wanted to have something fun for summer wedding or any, because it's so lightweight.
In fact, while we're together, the butterfly's beautiful. How did you get the holes in his wings?
Just heated it a bit more.
Just heated it.
But if you make little holes with your needle tool, just while it's there, just make a few little holes, and then when you heat it, it opens out.
Beautiful. While we're talking about jewellery enamel, I'm just going to do that with you now, Liz, if that's all right, my darling. I'm going to bring you the offer, because I know you're using the black there, which ties in so lovely with the Angelina Fusible Fire Bundle. So, and we do have the black here, and these are my jewellery enamels, 9 of these. The jet, Liz has been talking and using about now. Liz was using earlier the diamond clear. We've got the purple sapphire. We've got the ruby red. This is such a great bundle. The aquamarine there. We've got the rich copper. We've got the pink sapphire. I love that colour. Again, the amethyst purple there, and the another ruby red. 9 of those. So the diamond and the jet you've been using with us today, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I bet you those will be the two that you top up on most often.
Exactly.
Diamond clear all the time.
And the jet. And I know you were using earlier the amethyst and the aquamarine one.
Yeah, and the copper gives a beautiful metallic twist to it all. I mean, I know it's already slightly metallic-y, but it adds a lovely...
An extra.
Yes, it does.
Lovely. Now, £36 for these pots, because they're £4 each on our website. £4 each. I've not really done that very well. I'm looking at the colours. That's not helpful at all. All you can see is a big label. That was the copper Liz was talking about there. So it's nicer to see the colours, isn't it? Because that's what we're buying into.
Just so that's the amethyst.
Oh, beautiful.
So, and you can see the difference.
You can see when you mixed it with the when it comes, it has a pearlescence when it comes to life.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
It does. It's so much stronger in colour. Hugely stronger.
Gorgeous. So £36. And is that one of the coppers?
No, that's friendly plastic.
Oh, friendly plastic. You can't tell sometimes. It's like, pick it up, oh, shush. All of these are going to be a crazy bundle price. So we just need our pot. Do you remember you had that starter kit? Or you can get that separately from us. But we're going to give you all 9 of these. Do you know what? We're not even going to go £36. Because that's what you should be if you were with us, buying separately. FFGC04, and as Liz said, you know, that diamond clear and the jet black. Liz has just been using the jet. Fraction of it there as a backing to your Angelina fibre foils there. We're going to give you a massive saving, but only till 9 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, from £36 to £24.95.
You have the 246.
That is tremendous.
That is tremendous.
Get a couple.
Really good.
Get a couple.
Yes.
It's not even £3 a pot there.
That's really good. That's all I can say. Really, really good.
Fantastic saving. And again, you know, I love what you were doing earlier, mixing them, you know, mixing the pinks and the purples and the greens and the blues.
That's almost trade price. I'm staggered.
I know.
It's fantastic.
20. Well, if Liz is shocked, do you know what I mean? She's been using these, so you know, she knows how much they were before Jewellery Maker came along when you bought elsewhere.
Yes.
So even at £4, we're saying it's a saving, but here it's working out, you know, at less than £3 a pot. £24.95 should be £36. Wow. So get your Jewellery Enamel, get it now. We have the Enamel DVD. Liz will be bringing us more workshops in the autumn as well. But let's use the Angelina fibre bundle as well.
Yes, absolutely. You can chop up the Angelina fibres and put them in your melting pot, like you use the Stella Flash.
Yeah. Oh, and pop those in with the enamel.
Yes,
and
with the diamond clear.
Diamond clear.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's just play with it. There's so many things. Don't be afraid. That's the thing.
We wanted to be exciting, remember? Okay, let's look at some of your exciting designs this week on the Wall of Fame. Well, tomorrow's the prize draw, so make sure you're watching. You could be a winner. This is number 184, and it is from Linda in Perth. I've been watching Mark and his different takes on the wire, and this is mine on Mark's design. Love working with the different methods. Really enjoyed making the choker using macrame. Please stop tempting me to buy. Even one of my 2 dogs will not settle in the morning until Jewellery Maker starts. He has great taste. All the best. That's Linda from Perth. Linda, send me in the picture of the doggy. I want to see him. I'm in on Friday. 184. Good luck tomorrow, my darling.
This is 182. That's beautiful pairs of earrings here. Nice. It says, hi JM, here are some lapis lazuli earrings in silver and gold plate, plus plus my personal favourite Tanzanite and Crackle quartz. See what were we talking about earlier?
Well, we had, we've got those lovely Tanzanites coming up.
And that's love from Bevy in Chelmsford.
Love to you. Good luck tomorrow. And this is number 185. And it is a silver-plated copper wire pair of earrings with sage amethyst rounds and spessartite, lovely, spessartite garnet chips from Jewellery Maker. And funnily enough, she's taken the garnet from Gem's TV. There you go. You can just take apart your pieces. Very simple to make. That's Jackie Davis. We love those, Jackie.
This is 183, and it says, this is my first piece of jewellery ever. And following clear and inspirational demonstrations on the show helped me produce this piece. I hope you like it. I find I'm hooked on your excellent products and amazing prices. Quality presenters and great guest appearances and demos. Great channel, great presenters and a fun to be place.
Yes. Fun place to be. All your emails have letters missing, don't they?
I don't know who's printing these.
But I get all the dodgy ones.
It says, it says, thank you, Lucy, for being so infectious in a nice way, and all the replies and help I've received on Facebook, always encouraging me to better projects. And that's Brian in the Rhondda Valleys.
Ah, well, we're glad we're inspiring you further. This is Patricia Bells, and this is number 186 from Allendale, and it is a necklace and bracelet using the delectable, beautiful peach moonstone with jump rings from the stash to make a chainmail band for the bracelet. Hope you like it. Well, Tricia, we love it. I love that moonstone. Gorgeous, the different mediums there.
They're really pretty, actually.
Yeah, that is so pretty. We were talking about the charm bracelets earlier, weren't we?
They have such movement. That's what I like about them.
I like the jangle.
Yes.
We like a jangle.
Yeah.
Right, coming up in 1 moment's time, we are going to bring you the one you've been waiting for, the Tanzanite. Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Join guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD includes a bubble necklace, a heart-shaped pendant, the leaf technique and a butterfly pendant. Advance your designs and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Want to learn how to make the most of your beading thread? Then come and join in the fun on our Adventures with Beading Thread workshop. Guest designer Gemma Crow will inspire you to design stunning feature pieces of jewellery that will help you to make use of your essential stash items. Full course includes a selection of beading thread, a selection of findings, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to our Gemstone museum. All of this for just $64.95. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Okay, you can see the quality. You can see those purples. The wonderful element about Tanzanite is the fact that in the daylight it's one colour, in the evening light it's a different one. You see more of the blue tones in the daylight, and then it almost seems to perceptibly change to rich, darker purples in the evening light when it's of a calibre and a quality as I'm holding here. It's from our Gems of Distinction, and we have a very distinctive pear cut, and it is a really bulbous full pear cut, so we're really able to see the vivid purples within there. For those of you that loved your nuggets, this is taking it a step further because of the polish, because of the cut, because you can see the individual carat weights are much greater as a whole than the individual nugget weights. So we're really going for the polish and the quality and bringing out the pleochroism, seeing more than the one colour, the blues and the purples. And there is a lovely translucency. You can see through the gem. The light can bask within it. And, you know, with it being so expensive and with them having to dig deeper, there's a wonderful story attached to this gorgeous gemstone, which I'm told, but Edward de Souza and Ali Jawati discovered it in 1967. And there was a gem cutter called Patini in Tanzania, and he was the first sort of real serious gem cutter there. And Masai herdsman came to him 2 years later with a 10,000 carat purple piece, and it was purple, so it already, without the heat treatment, had been born the Tanzanite. And this gem cutter Patini turned him away because he didn't identify it, didn't know what it was, thought it was glass basically, and it was the Masai herdsman was going to give it to him for $50. A 10,000 carat natural Tanzanite, and this gem cutter hesitated, Patini, and they reckon they could have cut it into something that would have far exceeded the beautiful 220 carat Tanzanite that is in the Smithsonian Institute. That is a museum piece because it's so priceless. So that one decision of hesitation, and he didn't recognise it, and I don't know what the Masai herdsman did with it for $50. Probably just, they thought it was glass.
Oh my goodness.
They'd never seen anything like it, you see. And I think the poor gem cutter Patini rules the day now that he ever did that. But there you go. A moment's hesitation like that, and yeah. There we go. But the reason I've mentioned that is because of the heirloom nature of this gem. There's the beauty, the quality of this gem of distinction strand, the pricelessness of this gem with a finite life. The one place on earth is Tanzania, the only place for a gem that has to literally feed worldwide demand. One place. And with the expense and the labour costs and petrol and, you know, fuel, you know, for the JCBs, and as they dig down deeper, you know, over 800 metres now, and we can buy from any of the mine owners there, we can negotiate, and once you become recognised, stabilised in the business, you know, and trusted, and we can buy in volume, we're able to get very competitive prices, and we often get first refusal. And this is why, given the worth of value, given the trade prices, given the market prices in the jewellery, we are not selling at those. We are able to give you an amazing deal that in no way, shape or form reflects the value of this Tanzanite. You might value it just for its absolute beauty, the beauty that it's unachievable. It's not unlike anything else because it took 4 to 5 rare geological phenomena to occur in the first place. The cocktail of vanadium and elements, and the heat and the pressure and the folding over, the metamorphosis below the, you know, that ancient African belt below the mountains of Kilimanjaro in the Merilani foothills. It's the only place in the world, and they've looked so unique, 1,000 times rarer than your diamonds. The chance of that occurring again anywhere is 1,000,000 to 1. They've been looking for the last 50 years. So it really is a gem in a million, a 1 in a million. And on this one strand, this 18 centimetre strand from our exclusive Gems of Distinction collection, you have a quick fee guesstimate, close to 40 gemstones. Now the colours, we're picking up quite rich purples here, aren't we? Now, if I were to step outside, because it's almost midday, the most perfect time to judge your colour in a gemstone, I'd see a lot more of the blues. And this is the beauty of Tanzanite. This is why Patini didn't recognise what he had. You know, he'd be looking for sapphires, which are predominant in blue. This is a gem with more of a complex nature in its formation than a sapphire. So you're not just seeing blue, you are seeing a rich, indulgent purple there as well, a violet blue. You know, your purples to the blue side of the colour wheel. And then there is a third element to Tanzanite. It's trichroic. It's sometimes, and you rarely see this because they're so rare. Yes, you get the flashes of the pinks and the reds, but the third colour, funnily enough, is your greens and your silvers. And that is a type in the clarity element of Tanzanite that is just extensively rare. And the polish. I mean, a Tanzanite bracelet, even our silver ones on our sister channel, we're normally looking at about £100. Even our gold ones, you know, you could be talking £300 plus, you know. A lot of the purchases here as crew members, presenters, you know, you may not have heard of your Tanzanite, but it's probably one of the first things we've all purchased. You know, the only Tanzanite piece I have is a pair of earrings, and I'm dying for a ring. Dying for a ring. But you know what? I can make my bracelet now. because I'm not going to buy a bracelet, Liz, from our sister channel, and that's with me staff discount. No way! I'm going to get this strand and make myself a bracelet with those gold Stardust silver spacers we did this morning. What's that, darling? Okay, lots of you there. I love talking about it, love loving it, love looking at it. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. I've got a decent quantity if you're quick. I mean, that is nigh on. Get two, as Liz always says. Get two. Get two. Because then you've got a full necklace, full bracelet, and a pair of earrings. And I defy, by the price of the two, you could still not even get one piece of jewellery unless you're buying from Gems or Jewellery Maker. You couldn't even get one piece of jewellery on the high street for this price, and you'd get two strands right now. That's how confident I am. I paid more for my earrings. 2 little Tanzanites. $14.95 for 50 carats of tantalising Tanzanite. Mix them with your pearls. Think about December, it's your birthstone. Think about maybe that very festive period when you're giving the love and you're giving the gifts for those people you really like. Approximation of how many on the strand there, close to 40. Over 35. So I've got my earrings, I've got my bracelet. If I mix it in with my pearls or my gold spacers, I've got my pendant. I mean, I love the petal shape because I can create a little flower, maybe a beautiful pearl in the middle. I don't know, I'm going with a high end here. Several full sets, you know, if you get 2 strands, get 2. Liz always says get 2. $14.95, genuine Tanzanite. I'd be hard pushed to find fakes for that price. You would be able, for $14.95, to give someone a Tanzanite gift for Christmas, or just to say, I love you, Liz. I'm going to give you a Tanzanite dingle-dangle charm bracelet.
Thank
you know,
you,
my
Fee.
heart. You're welcome,
That's
darling.
really kind
I love
of
you. Little Tanzanite charms. That's how much I like you, because you know I don't give my Tanzanite to anybody.
No.
I really like you. Really love you.
I'm honoured.
Oh, we're going to sell out the live show, I think. Oh, my word. You know the mistake Bettini made in 1969. Don't let it be you. He could have had it for $50, a 10,000 carat Tanzanite. Oh, my word. If you got the nuggets yesterday, think of the jewellery you can make, because you've got your really beautiful polished finish in the pear shape, and then you've got the lovely organic individuality of the nuggets. I'm not going to lie, it's about a minute wait on the phone line. It's a free phone number, a bit of a queue, but I want you to be successful because I can't guarantee this being available for the late show, the repeat, I should say. Please don't miss out. Make sure you're dialing. Please stay on the line. Can I just say, there's at least 20 callers on the line there. At the moment, if you stay there, you're going to be successful, unless another 40 callers or web buyers quickly come on. I think there's about 50, 60 left now. EEGK01. So stay with me, phone bidders. We're getting to you as quick as we can. But beware, I don't want to say defo, because some people buy 2. Because Liz says, what do you say?
Buy 2.
Buy 2?
Yes, because you run out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it limits
Buy
what
3.
you can do. Yeah.
And we're still making a huge saving.
Exactly.
At £45. The 150 carats of Tanzanite.
Yeah. And how frustrating would it be if you just created a fantastic design and you were 2 beads short? There we go.
Frustrated. I'll be very near in the drinks cupboard again. I'd be so mad with myself, Liz. I'd be cursing. If I had a dog, I'd kick the dog. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm very friendly. I wouldn't do that. I'd be kicking myself.
Yes.
Kicking myself, Liz. Oh, that would be the end of it. How mortified would you be? You just want to create that accessory piece and there's no Tanzanite left.
Yeah.
Oh, we need the gold spacer dusts. Gold spacer beads, silver spacer beads with the gold. We need those in between as well.
The silver would be gorgeous with it.
And I've got, do you know what, Liz? It's funny you should say that. I can answer your calling. I have got the beautiful silver embellish. These are just the fabulous clean silver.
And put them with the pearls as well.
Put them with the pearls, Liz. I'm loving your ideas here. Put them with the pearl, Tanzanite. Liz is making her own bundles live on the show. Yeah. Pearl, Tanzanite, spacer. Pearl, Tanzanite, spacer. Stay on the line, you beautiful jewellery makers. Don't want you to be disappointed. Good luck, everybody. Do give us a call on the repeat. You never know. There could be 10 left. You never know. Hold the line, though, but don't. If you're on that phone, what does Liz say?
Buy 2.
Buy 2. You'll only regret it. You know you can always send it back. You know you can always send it back with your 30-day money-back guarantee. That's the point of the matter. Avoid the disappointment. If you change your mind, fully refundable at $14.95. Let's do those lovely silver spacers. These are big balls. These are sterling silver. My other ones this morning were £9.95, and there were 30 of those, and they were the gold-plated silver balls, and they have that little sparkle dust. So these are, I hate the word plain because it makes them sound really dull and lackluster, and they're not. But there's just no embellishment on them.
Classic.
And they've got a classic. Thank you, Liz. Definitely. Classic. Love these. You know, I would just thread these on an eye pin or a head pin and have a dangly ball pin because I just think they're so pretty. So pretty. There's a very wide opening on them as well. Can you see that at home if I just turn that to camera? These are back in stock, 5mm rounds there. And I would say that's a good 2mm. So this could go on your wax cord. This could go on your satin cord. Even some of the leather wax cord that we've got, I reckon, could thread through those because it's a really wide opening. And there is 40 of these spacer beads in this bundle. 925 sterling silver. The spacer beads earlier, the Stardust gold-plated silver ones, proved very, very popular. They're back in stock. You can always ask for them when you're on the phone line so that you don't miss out. But this is GRGP35. We're clearing all those calls now for the Tanzanite, so well done. Hope you were successful. Don't rest on your laurels on that one. And always give us a call on the repeat there. And then I must tell you about exciting things happening tomorrow as well before I forget. And we've got more excitement with Liz still to come. We've got another hour with our lovely Liz. We've got another demonstration to show us. So, back in stock. I do believe, Liz, I'm sorry, darling. As much as I love you, I can't make you anything.
Oh,
because
no.
the Tanzanite's all been allocated.
Tragic. Well, I hope somebody else is making me something then. Somebody who's
if
bought
you
the
love
stuff.
Liz,
yes, make me something.
Make us something Tanzanite. She'd
only
really
kidding.
love that.
I'm
I know, I'm teasing. I think the silver are going to be a sellout success as well, Liz. We can only but lovingly look, my darling. Ready for the price? Oh, 40 sterling silver 5mm balls for £11.95. I mean, we call them spacers, the beads, but they're such a pretty feature. Liz quite rightly said, put them with your Tanzanite. They are feature because there's such a glossy silver look. They really add value to your piece, don't they? The precious metal.
Oh, absolutely. It really does. Just in the weight of it,
yeah.
the way it shines.
The way it shines. The most reflective precious metal that nature can offer anyway. And the polish is just such a lovely sheen. Alrighty. I'm just going to recap. I think it was all allocated, but sometimes when we book things in, this is how it is. We have a big warehouse of gemstone strands, and a certain allocation will be booked in per day. So it might be 200 or 300 or 60. And if something is doing well, then, you know, we have office staff upstairs and they're able to see, okay, let's just see if there's any more in stock but under another code, or if there's any availability that we can book in and get it on the air straight away. So that's literally, I'm just telling it like it is, that's literally what we've done with the Tiger's Eye, the Liz. I've got only 100 though, another 100 coming in of the irregular. I know 300 went earlier. That's all I was allocated, but Liz will be happy.
Yes, because I'd like some, please.
But I think they're going to go, Liz. I know.
No.
If you really love Liz, you'd
Yes.
make us something with this, wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely.
All I can say is I would get on the phone lines now, because I don't have another 100 under another stock code number. Look at the gold, gorgeous. Oh, this is what we love, the chatoyancy. Liz loved the irregularity. It goes horizontally, vertically, wavy. Look at that, it's like pure gold has just been kept. Yeah, gold leaf, or like the rich gold itself.
It's liquid, but
it's liquid,
solidified.
molten liquid
Yes,
gold in
yes.
your gemstone. I mean, nature has made in Tiger's Eye what she makes in, you know, for us to mine, the gold. Oh, we can't look at that. A golden sky. 1 minute it's chocolate brown, chestnut conker brown. Think of the autumn shades. How much was that best friend or picnic in the, what was that kit called? Having a fiesta. Sorry, what was it?
Was it Best Fiesta or something?
My best fiesta. I was thinking my best friend. My best fiesta. How gorgeous would this go with that kit?
Oh,
the autumn shades. I've only got another 100 allocated to me. Stock code.
Only 99. Only 90 because I'm.
Oh, sorry, we're one down already. 99. She's not having any of this. She's not going to miss it this time. SWGP 41. Here we go. I can only do this limited edition. 300 went the first time it aired, and you know, we've just checked the stock levels, and we have to wait for it physically to be inputted in the computer. So it's not like we're trying to hold it back for you or anything. $6.95. It looks like a fine, beautiful veneer on a mahogany wood, or you like it because it reminds you of a cornfield, or you're thinking Russell Crowe with his walking through in Gladiator and stroking the corn.
You really are going into realms of fantasy there.
I was. Well, you've got to have your random fantasy,
yeah,
really.
absolutely. You have to dream. Yeah.
Oh, loads of you on the line there. Whatever you do, don't miss out. It did literally this. We did it, I think, in the first hour. 300 gone. Because people will buy more than one. And something I just didn't mention there again, you've got the 4mm rounds there in between, and it looks so gorgeous with your sparkly, dark, spingly, spangly Stardust gold balls, gold-plated silver balls. Very low in stock. They're at the bottom of the screen, but you got 30 of those for $9.95. Because gold with gold. Oh, we love the gold. A feature pendant, little gold, you know, where the little 4mm ball is, because you can use that somewhere else, and then you can put those in some earrings between your gold balls, and that's it, you're away. Lovely for the gents jewellery. There's fabulous sizes. There's about 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. It could be, yeah. The Campion's making a light pull out of his. Beautiful. You got a posh house, haven't you? Light pulls made out of tiger's eye. Oh, can you? You know what I mean? It's exactly. It's $6.95. Your good old stainless bog standard light pull is usually about that price, isn't it? Your plastic one. Literally working out what 69p each. There's more than 10, isn't there? 3, 6, 9, 12, and then the rounds 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So on average about 11 of the little 4mm rounds, and then 12 of those irregular. I think my other strand, it just goes to show you how different they are. I think my other strand, I counted 13. So this has just got one bigger one, because what you do get is 310 carats. This has just probably got one bigger one in there, so it's 12. Nice thing is they'll all be different shapes, but the even better thing is it'll have the quality. It will have the quality on there as well. Unique, unless I've counted wrong, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, 310 carats. Please don't miss out. I think there's only about 30, 40 of these left right now. They are going to be gone. -1, because Liz wants it.
No, 2. I always buy 2.
2, always buy 2. Of course it is. I've forgotten the saying. Foolish me. Of course you do. Always buy 2. You'll only be heartbroken otherwise. Now, what looked beautiful with it, and I'll just give you another quick gander. Got it still to come.
That is lovely.
Liz likes that as well. Buy
really
2, buy 2. It's going to be a sellout success. So whatever you do, don't miss out on my golden coated chalcedony there. Well done, everybody there. Really well done. I've got another hour of the show. I got to do a box 9. Now tomorrow we've got the lovely Marky Mark. Marky Mark is with us tomorrow. I'll tell you more about that towards the end of the show. Macrame, yeah, and I think there's a masterclass on macrame and scale mail at 2 p.m. tomorrow as well. And I'll be with you Friday. I'm not sure what's happening Friday, but I'll find out, put it on my Facebook page. All right, I'm going to bring you the Gleam gilding wax. Now, Liz has actually used this on this piece, for instance, that I'm showing you here. And I guess the best way to describe it is it heightens. It gives a sort of a pearlescence. It heightens the contours, the subtlety in your design, you know, if it's an etching within it, the ridges. It lifts it.
It enhances the texture.
It enhances the texture. And they are different colours, so they do imbue it with the colour that is in the pot.
And you can mix the colours together as well, so you mix them on the surface of whatever.
And does it go on like a, well, it looks like a kind of a...
it's a wax. It's a metallic wax.
Yeah, a metallic wax.
And you just, you can use your finger, or you can use one of those little makeup spongy brushes or something like that to just smear it on, but you just put a little bit on.
Is it like, you know, those little rouge pots that you have for makeup?
It is, it's very like that. Yeah. One thing that people do say sometimes if the pots can dry out, well, all you have to do is put a bit of terps with them. Just a little drop, yes. And sometimes I prick the surface with a cocktail stick and let the terps soak in and leave it overnight, and the next morning it's absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
again.
There's a top tip for your gilding wax.
You can revive them all.
And we've got there, I mean, that's very Christmas colours there, isn't it? the fern green there, and a rich ruby red, gold, silver, and I love that. It's like a pewter. These are some of our new gilding wax. And would you say it's a, you know, I mean, yes, of course we can work without it, but what is the benefit of you know, if we have that gilding wax, because it does transform.
It does transform. It because it enhances texture. A lot. If you put texture into, say, polymer clay or friendly plastic, you don't see that so clearly as you do when you've put some gleams on the top. You can also change the colour of something. So with the black cloud clay, I didn't really want my necklace to be black. So a bit of paint and a bit of the gleams on top, and I can have it any colour I like. Which
is what this necklace is: the cloud clay and the mica. Little pots that we had earlier, and then finished with the gleam. It's like when you see angular essence, it's like when you see Schiller on Labrador essence. When you look at it from a different angle, you're just picking up that little shimmer that's a different colour. And like you said, heightening your contours.
Absolutely, because it comes in lovely colours, and you can mix them any which way you like.
Mix them,
And you just keep building up the pattern, and if you let them dry, then you can buff them to a beautiful sheen.
Oh, we like a bit of buffage.
Yeah,
we like that.
It goes on. They go onto non-porous surfaces brilliantly, but you can use them on paper as well and textiles.
And
but they won't be
the sculpey clay as well.
Yes.
And
they'll go onto that perfectly because that's be relatively non-porous.
Yeah.
And you'll get the high shine, well, the sheen. But on paper, it'll be less depending on the type of paper you're using. So experiment is the thing.
Have a go.
Use it, and it goes a long way. A long way.
Long way, yes. I used a tiny fraction on her finger earlier, just the smidgen off the top. Now these are normally $9.95. And these are our newest gleams. Colourful Thoughts Gleam Set Autumn Leaves. And then it's like a crimson and a red and a green. And then the Moonlight set. And I just love that colour there. It's like a metallic pewter. I mean, it's just silvery black, ice white and gold. We are going to give you a new in price though for the Gleam Gilding Wax, and I love the fact we can use it across the mediums, so not just for our cloudy clay but our polymer clay, our paper, also, and non-porous surfaces, basically. Use it on your gemstones.
Sometimes you might get one that's a little
lackluster.
Yeah, a little less interesting than the rest. Well,
there's
jazz it up with some
jazz it up with your gilding wax. Absolutely.
Make it exciting.
Make it exciting. Let's get excited. JEGC03. Not £20 today for 6 brand new pots. Oh, Jimmy Coochie. $12.95. Not £20, 12. Who's fainted? Oh,
I am so envious.
I know. You wish you were at home right now watching yourself so you could take advantage of these offers.
No, I don't know about watching myself, but I would like the offers.
Exactly. Just so you can be the other side of the studio there and able to ring the call centre to get hold of these offers. Even with a staff discount, let's go get these kind of prices. $12.95. Tremendous. Brand new Gleamtastic set. The Colourful Thoughts Autumn Leaves, I mean, I just think they're fabulous. I want to have a go now about having a little go rubbing it on a gem. Never thought of use, it hadn't occurred to me.
Yeah, it works very well.
What do we say, Liz? Don't just get one.
You've got to get two.
Get two.
Both colours.
Exactly. You're getting both for $12.95. So get another set. You've saved yourself £7, because these are £20, $9.95 each on our website. And even if you're thinking, actually, I wouldn't use, in all honesty, 12 pots, but I'm going to get another set for $12.95 as a present for somebody who I know, experiments in all these wonderful Jewellery Maker art forms, and I'm going to get them involved, because you know your mum's at work, she'll only rue the day, you know your sister, she would have loved these, and you're saving her £7. Let's get them crafty, let's get them working on the jewellery making, rub them into your gems. I'm going to have a go at that. $12.95. Because it doesn't just have to be for the jewellery, as Liz said. The other craft works as well. Alrighty, we love those. I love my gleams. Love my gleams. Box do-da-da-da. I like what's happening in box 14. I can't wait for that. All I can say is there is something amazing in box 14. And when it comes out, I will warn everybody to be on the phone lines. It's not even going to make it, I don't think, to the late show. Now, these are my mica powder paints. We've seen these used today. These are what Liz has used to my right. You can literally, I saw Liz today using them with a brush, or you can actually add a little bit of water, almost like a watercolour mix, and paint them on, and paint them onto paper, and paint them onto your cloud clay. paint. These are great for numerous.
Yes, they won't. When you've made a watercolour paint with them, they won't go on to your non-porous surfaces, so they won't go on to friendly plastic and jewel enamels at that point. So you have to use them as powder form if you want them to go on to friendly plastic.
So you painted them onto the
cloud clay.
Cloud clay. They will go onto that.
Yes, absolutely. Or paper. Paper and card. Yes.
But then, if you want the effect on your enamel or your sculpey,
or on if you want it on polymer clay, cloud clay, not cloud clay, sorry, friendly plastic or
film plastic
or enamel, jewel enamel, you need to use them dry.
Dust them on dry.
Yes.
Just wanted to qualify that. So now these individually are this offer bundle. We've got the powder paint in the copper, mica powder paint in the silver, mica powder paint in the soft pink, and the champagne. Oh, I'm loving the champagne. And they're 30-gram pots. Now, altogether, we'll be looking at over £15. And they go, as Liz said, they're like a fine, really fine eyeshadow. So they last such a long time. If you watch the repeats, Liz was dusting it onto our star, I think, earlier. She put it onto a star, brushed it into the mould of the star nice and early.
I was just doing a little bit on some cloud clay that I
stabbed.
Oh,
thank you, Liz.
Look
at the effect. And then this would dry, you see, straight onto the cloud clay there, just dusting it on. Looks like sparkly 1970s blue eyeshadow. And then, the copper there. Isn't that beautiful? The sparkle isn't quite translating there. But there's loads. It looks like fairy dust, and that's straight onto so that's changed that black completely. Imagine mixing it all up. And just brush that on, and then it dries.
Then rub gleams on the top to get
rub my gleams. Get your gleams. Oh, I'll have a bit of the rub in there. And there the imprint. We had the imprint foils earlier, or you cut it, or whatever you want to, or you just scratch it on with your palette knife.
That was just Elisa Pavelka
rubber mould.
The stamp,
stamp,
matte and a bit of friendly plastic, cloud clay.
Cloud clay.
See, you've got me calling it different things now.
Cloudy clay. Isn't that fantastic? So they're very, very effective. So if you've only just got the one colour clay, we only do the black, but you can. I know there are others available, but I don't know if they could be as good as our prices. Then this transforms it completely, and so versatile in all the Jewellery Maker art forms today. Okay, so not £15. Thank you, darling. £9.95, a £5 saving with our bundleicious bundleness. Under £10. The savings are tenfold. Get the cloud clay and the foil mesh bundle that I did earlier, because it came with a friendly plastic DVD, and that was a massive saving. And then get your lovely mica. I just love the fact that these can translate across the different materials we're using, and the fact that I can even, with a little bit of water, paint the cloud clay. Now the Jewel Enamel kit, so the oven, we're normally talking £69.95, and with it came 3 jewellery enamel pots, 3 moulds, Errol Flynn, the heart embossed, and the square diamond. You had the gilding flash flaky moonlight leaves.
Errol Flynn.
You're amazing, Liz. And you had your stir and your enamel pot. Now we were doing that for $49.95. Only till 9 AM tomorrow. Normally that bundle, Jewellery Maker bundle, I mean, I'm only going from adding it all up, $69.95. That's only till 9 AM tomorrow. So please take advantage, especially if you are thinking about those gift ideas. LZF T65. We've had so much fun. The pot is an essential. Now look, here's Errol. It's not Errol at all. It looks like a theatrical mask. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Liz has added some beads, and I only call him Errol because I thought he had a tash, but he hasn't. It's just the mouth.
It's gilding flake that's on there.
Gilding flake on there. I had that the other day with Hannah. Beautiful, isn't it? That's gorgeous. Yeah, it's like the little rainbow flash that we have in that starter kit, but it's called the gilding flakes, and they're gorgeous. Got them on the website. Right, I'm going to go over to Liz. Let's see the lady in question. She's the expert. She's using the film, the jewellery enamel, and the plastic.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I've just got that tiny little bit of cloud clay in my hand, so I might just squish that onto a mat so you could just see what it's like. Just for a second or two.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Sometimes I turn it up
I
the
love
other
cloud
way.
clay. I'm a total cloud clay addict now.
I am too. I think it's fantastic, and then you can just peel it out. And then you've got texture on there. And then you can just use a shape cutter wherever I had a shape cutter.
Oh, you had a heart one,
yeah.
didn't you?
Oh,
Yes.
it's not quite big enough, but you get the drift. So but one trick when you do take it off, take this off now,
Yeah.
rather than taking the cutter off first.
Why is that?
Because it tends to stick back together again, and when it sticks, it sticks.
Oh,
See?
right,
So,
yes.
So it does
yeah.
that. You can't.
Yeah,
join
you won't
it
be able
together.
to tear it away. I
So
see. Yeah.
anyway, that was just a little demo, so you can see how to quickly make something with the cloud clay with just a texture stamp, and it's great with the kids, really good, and it doesn't take long to dry.
Fingers
no,
and
it smells good.
It's not messy.
It smells good.
I know, it smells lovely.
Let me put those to one side.
Righty-ho.
Right.
That's at the bottom of the screen there. The fibre bundle as well, the Crystallina fibre
Now
bundle we had earlier.
Wrong places again. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make something that's rather like this. Well, not the whole of it, just a bit of it. I've got friendly plastic there with the film, the fusible film on the inside. And I don't actually know, this was from a Jewellery Maker bundle of stones, so I don't know which one that one is.
I think you've got sodalite there, and it might be a blue chalcedony.
It's beautiful anyway.
It is beautiful.
And I
yeah.
wanted to make it a feature.
Yeah.
But also because this moves, it's got 3 sections. You can sort of,
Ooh.
it hides and moves.
Beautiful.
So, brilliant. And if Gemma or Laura are looking at, or Rachel indeed, looking at my wire work, please forgive me. I'm not good at it like you are. Okay, right. What I've got is a little piece of friendly plastic, roughly the right sort of shape, to make, and I've got a piece of the fusible film. I've used this one, which I have no idea what the colour is.
And we think that's the moonlight one
It's
in your
pinky
pack
one, pinky.
at the bottom of the Crystallina.
But
fusible
they're
fibre
all
bundle.
gorgeous, to be
they
honest.
They are all gorgeous.
You have to have them all because they are all gorgeous,
You
and
do.
they are all different. So there's that. So now what I need to do is just heat this. Try not to make it blow anywhere. And I want it to be really good and soft. So the friendly plastic is face down on my little project sheet.
Yeah, because that's the metallic side face down.
Yes, absolutely. And this time I do need it to be soft, not just a little tacky.
Right.
Which is how we've applied the transfer foils.
Yes.
I have to pay attention as well because it shoots
flies
off.
yes.
Okay. And once it starts to soften completely, I can crank up the heat a bit. Let's try and go the other way.
I can see you heating your water there in your melting pot
I
as well.
am, yes, I've got that ready. Because when you want to manipulate the plastic in your hands, it's much easier if you've used hot water than if you've used the heat gun. Because the heat gun provides a sticky heat.
Stickiness, whereas the water
adds lubrication.
Yes,
And also,
yeah.
the plastic never gets hotter than the hot water.
Ah.
Which, of course, it will, the plastic
With
can
the
get
heat gun,
really
yeah,
hot with the heat
yeah.
gun. I'm just going to slide that down a bit because I don't want it too hot. Okay, so I'm going to place this on here, and it will change colour just as you put it on there. So it's becoming quite coppery in comparison.
It's gone blue, yeah, blue-green.
Completely. Now, this is quite hot.
So look at that. Would you just hold that up for me, Liz? So we just.
It'll slide off a little if I'm not careful.
Yeah.
Woo! Can you see that?
Lovely.
The colours are fantastic.
Thank you, darling.
Okay, so I'm going to push that in, and if I take something like an embossing tool, I can just push it in along the sides. I'm forcing the friendly plastic out around the edges to make like a little rim.
Ah, yes.
Okay. And then I can heat it a bit more. And the more you heat it, the more you get changes in colour. But I honestly never know quite what it's going to do.
Part of the fun.
But you see that it's now
Now
going
green.
even, and it's going redder as redder.
Yes, I can see the red.
It's going a stronger.
Oh, yeah.
Stronger.
Funny that you've got red your side when I'm looking at it from this side.
So
the
it's
green is stunning.
It's just gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to now press it in again with my finger, and this time I want to just roll up around the outside, just so I have a little bit of the friendly plastic showing. You can be really, really neat and precise about this if you've measured your film and all the rest of it. But as you know, I'm not neat and precise. I like a bit of random. Okay. So now I've got my shape with just a turned in border. If you want to, you can heat that and put some transfer foil around the edges to give it even more bling if you want to.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to see if I can take this off here and put it in the hot water just briefly. That is just on the hot side. Okay, to take it out of the hot water, I have my needle tool, which I've probably left somewhere over here. Here we go. I don't want to touch the needle tool to the bottom of my pan because it's a non-stick pan. Okay, so
scratch the surface.
yes.
Now.
So now I can shape it to be whatever shape I like. So I could take just a little pot and just shape it around that. You have to decide exactly how curved you want it to be. So it might need to be a little bit more curvy. So find the right shape pot, but we'll use that one for the moment. And you can smooth it down. And if it's gone cool, pop it back in the hot water.
That's just what I love about it. It's just,
it's so good. Sometimes if you want to straighten up your edges, you know, use your palette knife a little just to make sure that it's reasonably straight. Okay. And when you've got the shape that you want, you can either leave it on there to cool or you plunge it straight into cold water. And if it's, look at the colours in the water now.
I was just looking at that. That's what really made me smile.
If I bring that under here,
that's a rainbow.
Can the camera overhead pick that up?
It's just changed completely again.
The colours are just gorgeous. Then you get the blues and all sorts. And if you don't leave it in there for too long, you can still bend it to make your shape. Yes. So you make a couple of those basically. What I would do is always cover the friendly plastic with a transparent varnish, a gloss or a satin varnish, because it protects the foil surface.
Is this similar to then the cuff I've been wearing? Because I was going to ask you.
Yes.
So
that's actually, I've just painted that with a few layers of gloss varnish. You can do it with the resin, but it's a trickier process. So to start with, I would recommend doing it just with layers of gloss varnish. You'll find it much easier and much more controllable. To do it with the resin is a much longer process, and you have to get it at exactly the right time to be able to bend it.
Right.
Well, it's still malleable, but not gone rock hard. Yeah. Okay, so when you've done that, what you need to do then is just make some little holes and stack them up. And put your beads in the middle, and you've got something that inside has so much fantastic colour, and there's movement to it as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Which always makes things more exciting, so it hides and reveals your stones. It's just a nice setting for it.
Can I ask about this, Liz?
Yes.
Because I see you've attached this to material, to the ribbon.
I have, so
I
some
can
wide
see it's
ribbon.
The Angelina foils, as it well, the Angelina.
It's the fusible film in there.
Fusible film, sorry, yeah.
And then that has got resin on the top. On the top of that, rather than jewel enamels, that's got the resin on the top.
Isn't that gorgeous?
But obviously you need to leave that then for 12-24 hours to
Is that
to
with your friendly plastic as well?
The friendly is exactly the same thing. Obviously I didn't curve the sides up, but I did that. And sometimes also what you can do if you want to have irregular shapes in there is when the foil is on, you twist it with your finger and you get these scrunchy shapes.
Oh yes, so it's
which
scrunchy.
is what happened for this.
So
I think on a previous show I actually showed you how to do this and how to attach it to the bracelet band, but it is so much fun and it's just so blingy.
Yes,
and it looks great on.
It does. It's beautiful. Fabulous.
Fabulous. So the film is really versatile to add to so many different things, and it fuses with your Angelina fibres. So
the film's at the bottom of the screen there, $12.95. Thank you, Liz. We'll see you in a bit, darling. Yeah. I'll go back and we're going to do a new strand. Alrighty, our golden calcitonin. Gonna be fabulous, fabulous offer. And I know Liz loves it, and we thought it goes very pretty with my my friend the Fiesta. That kit we'd had earlier for $16.95. Oh. My best Fiesta, my friend the Fiesta. What am I talking about? I just can't remember the kit names. Here we go. From our Gems of Distinction. It's got such a rich energy. Some are sort of like a darker orange. Some are more peachy. Metallic luster highlights in the same way Liz's gleam pots highlight the checkerboard faceting, the contours, the 3D dimension, and drill through the top so that those droplets and their beauty can be seen. And you could match these up. On average, there's about 11 on the strand, and they range in size from 8x5 up to as large as 14 by 11 millimeters, and a huge carat weight, 125. Just showing you some of the different, front and back. The colors are beautiful. I'm just going to hold this up to my neck because they're so, in a pendant, you might create your friendly plastic around the outside to give a reveal, or curve around the earrings you could have. I love this idea of mixing all these mediums now. Aren't they beautiful? Just lifts those darker, flatter colours. Perfect for summer or autumn, just that injection of joie de vivre. Something very, Liz and I were discussing, something so uplifting about looking at and wearing these bright summer oranges and lemons, and the metallic element just transcends it to another level. What would you do with these, Liz?
Well, they make me think of Christmas as well.
Oh,
sort of firelight and stuff, because they reflect the light so beautifully. They are gorgeous. They would be features, I think, and I would set them with something darker. You could set them with reds as well, you know, deep, dark reds too would look gorgeous.
Oh yeah, pop of the red there.
Yes.
I'm with you there. I'm transcending with you there, Liz. I forgot the point of what I was talking about because I'm just wistfully, lovingly thinking about the creations with you there. GGG K28. I mean, they do, the pearlescence, the metallic coating, it just, I mean, it's a beautiful orange anyway, fire amber gold. And you're getting a love, it's almost like they've got angular essence with that metallic, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
You see a softer sheen and then a pop of the orange and then, and then another facet, I'm getting some gold.
It throws the light back at you so much, and then you want something with it that you look right deep into.
Ooh, yeah.
So you've got...
They pull you in, don't they? They're hypnotic with their beauty. Hypnotic. And you know what Liz says? Don't get one.
Buy two.
Buy two. You'll only regret it otherwise. And you'll fall in love with the strand so much, you'll think, if only I had another strand. If only I had enough. Because if you make yourself something beautiful, you can bet your bottom dollar your mum's going to come along, your sister's going to come along and say, oh, would you make me one? And then you're going to go, oh, I haven't got enough of the gems in my store. You'll be commissioned. You'll be commissioned to make the jewellery, but there won't be enough in your stash. So you'll have made your pendant and your earrings and your bracelet with these fabulous individual pair cuts, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11 on average. And then there'll be none for her, I'm afraid. And they do have a lovely, rich feel for the autumn moving into the Christmas there. Such gorgeous quality, such energy. Pinks, I'm picking up some real pretty, can you see those crimson pinks there as well? Please don't miss out. We've had strands on today's show like the Tanzanite, and you know, the popularity of my tiger's eye and the Crackle quartz, the Amazonite, you know, all my new strands, you know, majority if not all the stock, you know, allocated. So I'm always confident in the live show, because you've joined me, that they were going to be a sellout success. Are you ready for this? Oh, $14.95. Yeah, all sorts of noises going on there. $14.95. Tremendous. It's not even £1.30, £1.40. That one gorgeous gemstone. Tremendous beauty you're bringing to your piece with the, you know, just with a singular one, just with that, I mean, a ring, a pear drop ring, a pendant, a pair of earrings, smoky quartzes. I mean, if you wire wrapped a gold ring, what would you sell it for? Look how eye catching that is. Would it be £15, £20? Or rather, you make it yourself because it's so beautiful. Thing is, you don't want to part with this, even if you really did love them. You wouldn't want to part with it. It'd be your jewellery box this is going into, wouldn't it? And with those colours like the blues and that. Woof. Don't forget something naughty in box 14. Something naughty but nice. Something you're going to want with this. So let's add this to our order, and let's experience the joy of opening up that parcel when it's delivered. And our eyes meet lovingly this strand, and we're like, oh, the love, the more. Oh, I want more. I mustn't miss out on these. No, you mustn't. Their beauty is so substantial. Please don't miss out. GGGK28. Now, while you're on the line, or while you're just adding to your basket, or while you're just phoning, stay there. Just have this now. Don't even think about it. Just make sure you got the card, the glasses. If he's at the door, ignore him. Don't even answer the phone, because you're going to need to ring out on it. Whatever's happening, if the cat's crying, ignore her. You need this. You'll want this. There won't be enough to go round, so trust me on this. You'll want this. What's Fifi got? What's Fifi got? I'm just unbundling. I know, I am teasing you. Look at these. Ba, 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 ba. Flowers. Oh, hello. Look at those. How pretty. How beautiful. And, ooh, rainbow mystic quartz. So you've got your 190 carats of the quartzite, center drilled. Can you see that? Because this is the temporary strand. Center drilled right through the middle. Pretty flowers, about 2.5 centimeters each. And then the rainbow coated, the mystic quartz. And again, it's not quite translating on camera, but you do see, and Liz will qualify this for me, you know, pinks and blues. Sometimes it just looks as though it's clear on the camera, but when you see those mystic coated, you can see it, can't you?
And
like
they're often fleeting.
Fleeting,
as you wear them, as they move, then you see all these.
You just get that little iridescent rainbow, don't you? That flash as they move.
It makes it more exciting.
It makes it more exciting, exactly. These would be beautiful for your brooches. They'd be so pretty with those pink quartz little petal flowers earlier that we had. Oh, the bouquets we could make.
And some of the lovely cords.
Oh yeah,
wouldn't that
we might
be
just want on a
gorgeous?
cord and a little bit of those silver balls.
But you've got the lovely grooves in the flowers, and you could put the cord.
We could get our gleam on those grooves, couldn't we?
You could, yeah.
We could rub our gleam.
But you could just put the cord so that thread it round so that it goes in the grooves.
In the grooves.
And that could be lovely too.
Yes, that big cord bundle we had earlier. Can you see the grooves that Liz was talking about there? Now the photo on the website is wrong, but it's been changed now. These are the grooves, the glyptography. But if you're watching, the photo on the website is wrong, so you could actually put the thread, because it goes through the middle, and then that would highlight the gem's contours as well, or get your gleam out. I'm going to rub my gleam on it. VNG C86. They are beautiful. And then in the middle, a bright red coral or a bright little shell round or one of the 2mm just in the middle. And then we're going to have our nice petals of our friendly plastic coming, ebbing outwards. Now we're making a fascinator. We've moved on now. We're making something else with our Angelina fibrous doodahs, the metallics there. Yeah. And now we've made the fascinator. Oh, who knows what we're going to make, you and I. This is just gorgeous. Box number 14. I hope you're already there. To try to warn everybody because I know how popular a flower, just a wire wrapped, 0.25 wire wrapped, you know, to get those contours out as Liz said, and then obviously make your shank with something a bit thicker, like a 1mm wire. How much would you pay just for one of those beautiful carved rings? Aren't they lovely? And then the bubblicious mystic white quartz. Are you ready? This is called water lilies. Sorry that the picture on the web was wrong. I think we just changed it now, so it should be okay for the 2 strands there. Gonna be an amazing offer. $12.95. And I just know how popular those flowers are, because your creations are just going to be so delightful. Please don't miss out. The water lilies. They're beautiful, aren't they?
They are beautiful, yes. They are absolutely gorgeous. I'm looking at them on the screen behind you. They're just gorgeous.
Yes, the big screen.
Yeah.
We can look at those. Let me put them up to the neckline so you get a sense of the top. Because the back is flat, you see. So all I'm just trying to do is to turn them around so you see the petal glyptography on the front, you see.
I'm thinking you could also use alcohol inks.
Alcohol inks?
You put the alcohol inks and then wipe off the excess using the blending solution, so that a little bit of alcohol ink will just sit in the grooves.
Into the grooves.
And you'll just have a little bit of colour in there as well. So that's just
would that
a possibility.
Be permanent? Would that,
yes.
would that stay?
Yes. No, the alcohol inks, they stay. They stay all over you.
They stay.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Gorgeous. Aren't they? Oh,
they are pretty.
And put them in your hair, like a little hairpin, or just have a few dotted around. the hairband there.
Just a little bead in the centre.
Just a little bead, yeah, a little one that pops, a little, you know, different colour, bright colour.
Yeah.
Proving very popular. As always, the flowers. The photo is now correct on the website on www.jewellerymaker.com. The photo is now right. Oh, so beautiful. Hope you've been successful. And on each strand there must be 3, 6, 9, 10 flowers on average. 10 flowers, because you're getting 190 carats of the quartzite, 5 petal flowers. So there's 10 of those flowers there, and then 130 carats on. Yeah, great for the bridal thing. So pretty, aren't they? So pretty. All right, monochrome mayhem. Both of those strands would look lovely with my next bundle. See what you think. You'll know why. Monochrome madness. Oh, yes. Rutile quartz, puffy hearts. Ooh, we love the hearts. We love these shapes. 11 by 10 millimeters. The black and the white with the black rutile inclusions that give us that exciting splash. CCG C55. Then 250 carats of the black and white agate and quartz faceted rounds. Woo, hello. Love those because you can see the large crystalline structure of the macrocrystalline quartz moving into the smaller crystal structure of the microcrystalline agate. You see the black and the white and the banding, and it's almost like looking at the crackles and then you can't see it because it's so minutiae in the other agates. That's all collected together tighter. And then you've got 45 carats. You see one of those in that petal flower we just had. With a bit of sparkle, that lovely black onyx.
I was just thinking, you know, the bundle with the howlite in it.
Oh, the howlite, the pearl.
Yes, I think they would be perfect together.
There was a third strand, wasn't there, which escapes me now.
Yes, I can't remember. They were just gorgeous.
They were just gorgeous, you're absolutely right. Yes.
And they would work so fantastically together.
Oh, it was the bright pink agate.
Oh, was it that one?
Yes.
Wow.
The fuchsia.
But they would look fantastic together.
Wouldn't they? Yeah. We don't have to use them all day, we could just mix and match, but yes. The howlite, the silvery dove greys on the white, the opaqueness of the white, and they were exciting diamond cut shapes, weren't they? Drilled at the corner.
Absolutely.
Those onyxes are beautiful. Again, have that sort of mystic coating there, the metallicness there. A gem strand of finesse, we can tell there with the tasselage. Gorgeous with the white flowers and the mystic white quartz that we've just had. Maybe just pop one of those in the middle. You know, just one of those in the middle of your flowers. Just, so pretty. So pretty. Gotta be done, gotta be done. There's a fantastic kit ready to happen. So 150 carats of the puffy hearts, they're 11 by 10 millimeters. Of that rutile quartz with those fabulous rutile inclusions. They literally solidify as in its liquid state. In its liquid state, they become trapped, and then it solidifies. Always amazes me how they don't melt, but then that's the alchemy, like Liz's melting pot. And then you have 250 carats of the 10 millimeter banded agate quartz rounds and 45 carats of the onyx. Monochrome mayhem. CCG C56 12.95, a mere 12.95 for those 3 very distinctive, very beautiful strands. Just mixing it up with their black and white nature. We just had 2 fabulous white strands. Now you've got your black and your white and the pure black there with sort of almost like a silver metallic on there. Just tremendous. CCG C55, big savings to be had today. Big savings. Alrighty, when we've made our beautiful jewellery, we do need to present it in a nice fashion. We do need to give those pieces to those people that we really love in a nice way. Whether you want to use these as your party bags, your favours for your bridesmaids, or whether you're very industrious and you make your jewellery to sell, I just know you're never going to get to the end of these. These are just great for the presents, even just the little presents that you wrap up. 20 of the candy pinks. Maybe make little favours for babies that are born. Handprints, fingerprints in the silver clay. Then you get 20 of the gold. I love this blonde gold colour. We were just going to put lavender ours and have it in our top drawer just to make things smell nice, the potpourri. And then we have 20 of the satin blue, and they're all beautiful, just drawstring bags to present or sell your jewellery in, and then perhaps, as Liz has done, make a fabulous little tag with your friendly plastic and outline who you are, where you can be found, where they can get in touch to make more on the back, to attach that, and that's your gorgeous finishing touch. And then the lime pistachio green, 10 of those. So 20 of the pink, 20 of the gold, 20 of the blue. Oh, I've just come undone. Forgive me.
You could also put little friendly plastic beads on the end of the knots of the ribbon.
Yeah.
So just make your beads on top of the knots, and that would make them, just finish them off beautifully as well.
Right, I've had a bit of a malfunction. I just need some scissors, everybody.
Scissors?
That's all right. Oh, okay.
You done?
Yeah, thank you, Liz. My sellotape, keeping my earpiece together, is just fallen off, sorry. So I'll be back with my producer. Right, these were my offer earlier on today. These were, well, half the price that we took them down to like half the price, didn't we? Should be £20 if memory serves me right. £9.95. Yes, and just put your little beads, your friendly plastic beads on the end, or you know, if it's green colour coordinate with a gem that is that colour, or yeah.
Friendly plastic's very quick to put on though, and it won't come off.
That's true.
So it's very quick.
And just round you go, don't you? You don't have to thread or anything like that.
Exactly, and it'll stay there.
Much easier. Let's get the friendly plastic out. Come on, that's even easier. So 70 of those should be £20. These are £9.95. Doing very popular on the website there. I quite like the Campion's suggestion of, well, these are my, you know, £20 and above items because that's the gold bag. Then, you know, these are my £10 and below, you know, the blue bag items. And then for below £5 for the fun pieces, we've got the green. Colour coordinate your price points, yeah. Oh, there's just there's like the organza ribbon. Loads of uses. Just get your friendly plastic, do little baubles at the end. Just make your little name tags on the end as well. Stick it on straight away. Oh, there's so little left of the show to go. It's bound to break down, wasn't it, with my earpiece? I do apologise, everybody. Just can't hear what my poor producer's trying to say to me. All right, I'm going to go on to another box. Well, if you could just find me a piece of sellotape, darling, Cassie, that would be lovely. Oh, you just did that, Liz, didn't you? Oh, you had scissors. Just need a bit of sellotape, tiny bit of sellotape. Or gaffer, or anything that I can stick. Right, I'm going to do box number 5, which is my beautiful amethyst. There's some more bags. I apologise for this, my malfunction. It's just I can't hear anything. This is my lovely, rich, deep amethyst rounds. Really, they almost look black there. They're so rich in their black currentness. This is called Twilight Magic, 160 carats. And then we've also got our black onyx octagon squares as well. Well, the octagon rectangles. 70 carats, that's a 32 centimetre strand. 70 carats, they're graduated rectangles, 6 by 3 to 11 by 5 millimetres. That's 70 carats. And then I've also got 160 carats of the 8 millimetre amethyst faceted rounds. Now they've got a really rich tonality, moving up to about 70% in tone. So vivid, dark, rich. You can really see it there better actually on the close-up than you can here on my hand in the studio. You're picking up those purples in the background there. You're picking up how blackcurrant rich those amethysts really are. In fact, we'll stay on that. So, this a new bundle. I'm just going to stick myself together while you're lovingly gazing at those. Liz will have a chat with you.
I was going to say, they go beautifully with the amethyst from earlier on as well, wouldn't they?
Oh, the lavender amethyst we had.
Yes, they would be fantastic.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Because they were a lighter tone, weren't they? About 30%.
I'd have those as well, definitely.
Would you?
In fact, I think most of the bundles today I would have. They're gorgeous.
Thank you, Cassie. They are gorgeous. There's been so much that we could mix across the range there.
Yes.
With the purples and the pinks and the gemstone. And of course, amethyst is such a lovely gem that we all love and adore anyway. But those lavender ones, it was a 3-strand pack that we did quite early on in the show, actually. I've got them here to hand. I can give you them a little little show of those, but as Liz said, we'll show you those in a moment. They would work beautifully, beautifully. All right, I'm back with you. Yay, the power of a bit of sellotape, eh? We can fix it, we can build it. What I need is a bit of magic-friendly plastic.
Oh, well, I did think about that, but then you might not get it apart again afterwards if you need to.
I don't really want it to get it apart, to be honest.
Right.
Although sometimes you do need to dry it out. Sometimes it just gets a bit of moisture in there. Anyway, Twilight Magic. Let's bring you their magic. $12.95. And this is the bundle Liz is talking about. You see, it's the lighter tones there. It was an absolutely beautiful bundle with Rainbow Moonstone. And you've got the black and the white there as well. So working in gorgeous harmony. And then it's almost like 3 different tones of the amethyst. So that Twilight Magic works so well with that bundle we had earlier on in the show. It'll also go with my next bundle, which is lovely, lovely pinks. 4, 6 and 8 millimeter rose quartz. So my onyx and my amethyst, and then 4, 6 and 8 millimeter rounds, which in a bundle now, you know, the same gemstone we rarely do these days. How pretty would they be with it? Yeah. I mean, I love rose quartz with purples anyway, because it's, you know, you move it into the same area of colour. But then pink and the black, oh, it's delicious, isn't it? So gentle on the eye, so delicate on the eye. Put those in with the pinks and the whites of your crackle, the fun crackle we had earlier.
Or the bright pink, the fuchsia pink.
Oh yes, those bright pink slabs that we just mentioned with you. Well, your pearls are a given anyway. Yes. This is a favourite bundle of yours, I can tell, because you keep talking about it, don't you? You love it, the howlite. And then the howlite, fun, 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 fun. That was the agate, sorry, the crackle agate. That was the highlight, that was another bundle. That's what's so great about this bundle, you could just add so much to this rose quartz, couldn't you? Pinks would look pretty with your Tanzanite. Just such a gentle pink, isn't it? It's not an overpowering pink. It's a subtle pink. So even if you're not like a pinky person and you just think, oh, it's just a bit, it's not too girly. Unless, of course, you're really going for pink this and pink that, and you want to overemphasize it with perhaps with the fuchsia. But I would suggest you join me early for this one, because those 4, 6 and 8 millimeter rounds are very popular for people with their stashes, aren't they? And again, a lovely pastel shade. Mix them in as we've done today with our friendly plastic, with our cloudy clay, and brushing it with our lovely mica dust and our gleam wax. Gleamy dreamy.
Gleams.
The gleams.
Yes,
They're simply just the gleams.
Yes. They're like a stock stone that you really have to have.
And we get £10 off the gleams.
Oh yes.
You need the gleams.
But I need those too.
You do need these too.
I know. They're the sort of a stock stone
they are
that you
stock,
have. Yes.
Yeah. And it's nice to have the different graduated sizes, because then you've got the movement, then you've got the play of large to little, and
exactly.
Excitement is what you've got. Remember, that's the word for today. Do you know what? We forgot to look at the texts. Liz, I've done it again.
Oh no.
I got too engrossed in your loveliness and all your fantastic wares that I totally forgot to look at the texts. Sorry. Hi to Sarah. Hi to Trudy. Alison, hello darling. Lucy, you all texted in.
Oh.
I'm rubbish. We love you. I'm rubbish. Tell you what, Liz has got a blog. Liz has got a website.
And I've got the Jewellery Maker Facebook.
Jewellery Maker Facebook.
Yes, so any questions and things, put them on there. Takes me a bit of time to get home, but I will do it.
But she will answer, as opposed to just ask for the questions and then forget to ask.
Yeah.
There's just too much to do, isn't there?
Yes, there is, yes.
I apologise, or you can ask me on my Facebook, it's just under Fiona Regan. Alrighty. But Liz is the lady we need to ask all the questions to, with her www.rarebird.limited.uk. Liz Welsh. Alrighty, this is what you need. Please join me early. Please be there on the phone lines just to make sure you don't get disappointed. Nobody wants to be, you know, that caller that phones up, finds out, I'm sorry, the last set's just been allocated. I'm sorry you're too late. I'm sorry you just missed out. Nobody wants to hear those words. We want to hear, yes, you've been successful. Yes, you're just rolling over the one postage and packaging price. Yes, you've added it to your order. And with tomorrow with the macrame and the scale mail, you know, we can be using these, and oh, it's just lovely to have those. It's not often we do the 3 different strand sizes in the same gem. Look at the quality. You know, the tone matches every single one there, doesn't it? All the same grade of the pink and the clarity of the pink. Where would you go with this bundle? What would you be thinking, Liz?
To me, I would be working it either very classically with pearls or things like that, and I'm generally not a pastel person, or I would go and zing it up a bit with something really bold.
Your fuchsia slabs
yes,
earlier,
absolutely.
The agates,
Something, because it just adds a calmness into something that's really hot and exciting.
Yeah, because we don't want it all to be...
No.
I don't know, bling bling, a huge, exciting, because it almost hurts the brain, hurts the eye, doesn't it?
It does, and I think it takes away from things if it's all too much. Yes.
So you need those lovely subtle gems that, like you said, that calming moment.
Yes.
Just to make those point of interest, those focal points really stand out.
I think so. And I have a lot of this sort of colour just in my stash, just for that purpose, to make the feature beads.
Little touch of subtlety and accent to a feature piece.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Pink Blossom, lots of you on the line, hold the line. It's a free phone number. Thank you for joining Liz and I today. It's been brilliant. We've got loads more to bring you still. A few more to fit in. Swelligant. I don't know about Swelligant. Swelligant, elegant party. This is. So it can age. It's a metal coating. Bronze, silver, and brass. Okay. The metal coating can be applied to all surfaces, including polymer clay, glass, wood, ceramic, concrete, foam, metal, and resin. What about our magic cloud clay?
I would imagine so. I have never tried it. I've heard of it, but I've never actually tried it.
Very durable. You can literally put it on anything. Your findings, your gemstones. It can go on the top. It's outdoor safe. It's non-toxic and non-hazardous. It's got a water-based coating. It does say wear your gloves, and protect your clothing, but you just apply it on. I'm just reading the back here, and then or brush or sponge or paint or dab. Allow it to dry. Dry to the touch. Add a second coat. Well, there you go. It takes about 12 hours for it to be fully cured, and then just perhaps apply a sealant should you wish. There we go. I'm loving this. This is like cloud clay. It's another magic alchemy. Brass, silver, and the bronze. In fact, yes, if you've started your friendly plastic today, I'd be sorely tempted to add a bit of this to my order. Liz hasn't had a go at this. This must be the only thing in the world Liz has not had a go at. I can't believe that. I need to give you a pot to go home with.
I would love to try it, yes, and see how it works.
See how the designs transform. So it antiques them, it gives them that silver finish, that bronze finish, that brass finish. Gorgeous. Swelligant. And they're big pots.
And is it shiny at the end? Is it shiny metal, or is it looking slightly rusted, or?
Does it give a shine? Does it give an antique? I suppose more of an antique sort of rustic feel.
Oh, okay, that's
rather
very
than
nice
high
then.
gleam.
Yes.
So ages them, I imagine, maybe.
Yes.
Antique-y. That's what I'm being told.
Vintage.
Vintage, thank you.
That's the word,
That's
isn't
the word,
it?
it is, yeah. I'm taking my director's, producer's take on this, because she knows I haven't actually used these either, Liz, so, but they can be used on absolutely anything, so add them to our bundle. Your findings, I love the fact I can use it on my findings and my gemstones, as well as my polymer clay and my glass and my friendly clay and friendly plastic, sorry, and my cloudy clay. And
I think it would be really good on some of the necklaces where I've done the wiggly wire, just random wiggles. That
just
would be
certain
perfect.
points, the edging, or beautiful. Let's launch them. Let's get Swelligant. SBG C46, all 3 pots, and it's hardly a huge price to pay for trying it out, an exciting new medium, and it will, because they are big bottles, and imagine just a little paintbrush, little tiny brush on each, tiny bit, and you've transformed again, taking your piece in another direction. £4.30 a pot. Brilliant. Let's go and see the lovely Liz. Ooh. She's worked so hard. And I'm with you Friday as well. And I know Mark's with us tomorrow on the macrame. He's doing a masterclass on the macrame and scale mail masterclass at 2 tomorrow. On Friday, we've got a macrame course. I think there's a couple of places left.
Ooh,
I know you love the courses as well.
Yes, I do.
And we've got the scale mail course on Saturday. So a few places too. We're based in the West Midlands here in Redditch. So if you want to give that number a call there, there's places on the macrame course on Friday and the scale mail course on Saturday. And of course, this is something that Mark is going to be doing tomorrow as well, in the masterclass at 2 and in the live show.
Scale mail.
Yes, apparently
sounds like a disease.
I know. I was thinking scary mail.
What's something you get on your plants, house plants?
Oh, Liz, let me just show this mask, 'cause I don't know if we saw this one. This is another one of your beautiful creations with your friendly clay and the tasselage, and so you could do that with all that lovely twine we had earlier, didn't we?
Yes, absolutely. Well, they've got all a bit tangled up, haven't
Sorry,
they?
darling.
No, it's just... This is what I meant about, you know, putting beads, working the friendly plastic directly onto your cords.
At the end,
and
yeah.
Are these ones on here as well?
At the front there.
So
Isn't that beautiful?
That's using a papier-mâché frame, effectively, so as a base for the mask.
The embellishment is all the little beads we were just talking about with the friendly clay, the friendly plastic.
Friendly plastic.
I'm just obsessed with friendly clay. Well, it is friendly.
Cloud clay, friendly plastic.
Plastic, yes. Quick question, Liz.
Yes.
Jewel Enamel, and this was our big set, because this should be about £36, shouldn't it? This was much big, over £36 for those 9 pots.
Oh, yeah.
Someone keeps putting Jewel Enamel in the pot, the melting pot.
Yes.
And when they go to pour it, it's already set before they even pour. What are they doing wrong?
Probably not got the pot
Not
hot
high
enough. Yes. It should be right up at the UTE setting, ultra thick embossing enamel
setting. And has it gone green, as in saying it's hot enough?
Yeah, that's what the heating bit will turn off when it's stopped heating and it's got to the right temperature. So that may be it. The other thing that may be the case is if they're in a very cold environment.
I hadn't thought about that.
And they are using jewel enamels, not some of the other forms, I presume, of... Because jewel enamels are a runnier, they're more fluid, so they go into all the nooks and crannies. They're perfect for pouring into moulds, whereas some of them are more designed for stamping into, and so they're more viscous and thick, and the colours are not as luminous, really.
So hopefully using our jewel enamels, because we know that has the you know, when it's the right temperature and the melting pot.
Yes.
Just well, we saw it just pours in easily.
And if you've got if that doesn't solve the problem, then just contact me via Facebook, and you can give me photos if you want, and describe more clearly what you're doing, and I'll try and help you then.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Liz. Yeah, brilliant. Some fantastic pieces. We've got I mean, these are like, just put your jewellery beside your bedside. This is your friendly clay as well.
Friendly plastic.
Oh, we've invented a whole new medium. Friendly plastic, and there's boxes.
Yes,
little trinket boxes.
That's just made with what I call spaghetti. I make friendly plastic spaghetti.
Fantastic. We've got the late show this evening with Mad Dog, Ed Dog.
Mad Dog.
Bit of eye candy for us at 5 o'clock. Mad Dog, Ed the Dog, Ed Dog, Mad Dog, Ed Dog, Big Dog. 5 o'clock this afternoon on the live show. Liz and I will just go away and recover, quite frankly, and we'll see you. I'll see you Friday morning, but do join Mark tomorrow with the macrame and scale mail special. Thank you so much for working so hard.
It's a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Really good fun to be here.
And we'll hopefully see you soon when we know you're back.
September. I can't remember the exact date, but it is September.
Yes. We'll get those once we know our course dates. We'll obviously be releasing those and let you know. So let's get involved. Let's start using our friendly plastic. It's an amazing medium. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you'll join Ed this afternoon on the live show at 5 o'clock. And I'll see you Friday morning. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers,